There we go. Hello, guys.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Throat's still
Yay.
obviously, as you guys can hear, and people who've watched me a lot are used to. My throat is still goofy sounding, but at least I'm okay. So, yeah, tonight is episode 45 of the Tundra Misfits, and I will keep calling them that until they decide to come up with something better. They are currently in the town of Arbainum after arriving there from Skorgenheim after helping a lovely little bunny called Snowdrop, as well as closing the portal on request of Xerxes on behalf of Zyrelas, the fiend entity that is the patron of Joseph. You guys are currently all on the ship after some downtime that was had, some resting, some technical investigations and some chance encounters with certain people in the town. We'll leave the session open to anyone who wishes to kick us off, as I know the plan is to rest another day and then head out.
Mm-hmm.
Over to you guys.
So is Boomer finished with the college?
Nowhere near. He's not even.
No.
He's not even started.
It's
Because
just initiation.
he spoke with the college and basically got given a mentor to start him off, and he's like 10 hours into it.
Well, we do still need the 2 weeks, so we might as well stay here. How long will your college stuff take, do you know, Boomer?
The minute I don't know. Hopefully, no more than a couple of days to a week, depending on the task that gets set.
Well, we're still gonna need the travel time, though. Isn't that gonna be 4 weeks if we sit around for 2 weeks?
It's going to be a week to get us there. That's why we go there. And
well, we could week travel.
That's what I was about to say. Week. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
And just to remind you, Boomer, in case you haven't noted it, Grua was your mentor that you were established with.
Yes, good old Gru. Just needs his minions now.
Just paint you yellow.
Don't tempt me.
I'm sorry. What minions? What you're on about?
Nothing.
Yeah, you just see Boomer off to the side talking to himself about minions.
Yeah.
I think he's lost the plot, Greytail.
Oh well,
You've read the
maybe.
book.
I think you lost the plot a long time ago.
He's talking to himself now. What the hell's going on?
And in third person.
Yeah. I think we leave him here by himself because it is concerning now.
Yeah.
you want to leave him here by himself, where he could just turn Arbenham into a crater.
Yeah. It's rather hard from the nuts.
You can almost imagine it about 2 days away from Albanum leaving. You just see this mushroom cloud in the background, backdropping the derrick, and you all just kind of go, boom. you can see it now.
Or
So-
we just make sure he comes with us and we can all be good.
No, because then if the Big Bang Theory happens here, we die.
Well, we make sure he doesn't do anything that could explode us then.
You tell him that.
Well, we just make sure whatever he's doing isn't going to explode us. Joel Greytail, who's been paying good attention to what he's been making, given you've been helping him with some of it.
Oh, Greytail, what have you been doing?
I've helped a bit, but I don't know what he's mixing together.
See?
You're there to make sure the stuff that he does, you know which bits go boom and which bits don't.
I passed
Right,
tools
Greytail.
and hold stuff.
Greytail, you've clearly just been given this job, so if we all die, I'm coming back to haunt you.
How will we die?
Sounds like a plan.
Sorry. Question. How are we dying?
Boomer's going to blow us all up.
He's-
How are we blowing it all up? We are staying here for a week. No?
No.
Yes?
Yes.
Or yes? Whatever
Well,
that is.
that's 3 versus 1.
I mean, I find it funny, to be honest, that you're more worried about Boomer having problems for the group when you fully admitted that you are a problem for the group.
Sorry, what was that?
When did Greytail admit to that?
No, I said you're the. You say that Boomer is going to have us all killed, but
I never said
you're
Boomer
very
was going
willing
to
to.
kill us. I was saying
Joke.
Boomer wasn't. I said Boomer was going to look after us.
I think
But-
it was Persephone.
And it
Okay.
was a joke.
Well, I do apologize, but still, we're staying here for a week, aren't we?
No, we need to be getting to Dunvast.
Says who?
Says the mission we've taken on.
We take other
We're
missions.
not taking. Technically, I just spoke to a couple of people.
It's a job, we need to do it, and we need to keep moving. So let's do that.
We need the money.
Boomer needs
Yep.
to do this thing.
What's the
Oh, yeah,
finances? What's the finances looking like?
Not too great. That's why we need to get moving.
Right, so
Really?
the finances and
We've
stuff.
got enough to live on.
We don't have enough if we're feeding a ship.
Are we having money issues? I can fix those.
We're
can
working
also
on
have-
fixing those right now.
I have
we
a
will
few
be
thousand.
Which we're not dipping into. We've got work that we can be doing. We should be going there.
I'm sorry, do you not want to be healthy?
I'd rather of us keep moving.
You know why I'm asking. Is there something that you would like to admit? Because you seem to be very particular about not going.
No, you mean that's about going.
I want us to keep moving because we need to keep moving. The only thing that's keeping us in town at the moment is that Boomer wants to do his work, which he can do. I'm pretty sure he can probably grab a lift from Penelope if he really needs it. If he wants to spend the
That
week
is-
doing his work.
That is true. I can go back and forth from there.
Whereas we can take a week, go into Dunvast, and then we can deal with the problem there.
I am going to make a gesture towards my necklace so that Aaron can see, and just give him a look of, are you deliberately not telling us because one of us might be being scried?
No. I shake my head, and then I stop and think for a moment and reconsider.
Yeah, if there is a presence from the numbers here, sticking around might actually not be a good idea.
That is the other thing. If we also have Solar is in town.
Oh, then. So the job is go to there. Let's just go there.
Well, we need to take at least one more day so we can get all the food to Derek, and then we are good to head out with 10 days worth of food to Dunvast. It'll take us a week to get there.
2 weeks.
We don't
Is there
have
a church in Dunbar?
Yes, although they are much more modest compared to Arbanum.
Sorry, this isn't to the Sky God. I need for someone in the party to answer.
Oh, sorry.
Or-
Sorry.
No. Honey.
It just seemed like
Yeah.
a DM question.
No.
No, I understand completely.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I should have specified to the
Yeah.
party.
It's fine, it's fine.
No, I believe there is a church there, yes.
Do they offer funeral services?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably doing that for all of the people that are dying while we're not doing the job.
Oh, good. Well, I'll make sure that if you die, we give you a funeral, because that seems to be the path you're on.
If I die, you do that.
Well, I think your friends will be very upset and will more than likely try to do it. So I don't think I even need to bother. Because you're kind of letting them down. But that's my view anyway. If you disagree with it, that is completely your prerogative.
I'm already letting my best friend down, so might as well continue at the moment.
Yeah, if you're already on the path, why not?
Oh dear.
So, gather what you need from Argonum. We'll be ready when the food is delivered tomorrow, and we can head out.
Boomer, would you be able to get your tasks? Well, I don't know how it works. Can you do your college stuff while we sail? Or do you have to be here?
It's got to be out of controlled environment, but I'll be able to maybe make a couple things for you if you are needing it.
If you need to be here for your college thing, you can either stay here and teleport to us through Penelope.
If she allows it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Up to
Yeah,
you.
I'd have to
You'll
go.
sort that.
The other thing as well, I wanted to make sure Derek was defended in case you were attacked. I was thinking of investing in some ballistas.
Yeah, because you were talking previous session about potential upgrades, modifications, attachments.
Yep.
No,
Yeah, that could
Michael,
be making.
it was done vast because it happened while you were split over the two taverns, north and south of the ship graveyard.
No, we wasn't in the ship graveyard. It was in Fidlemore because we had the main road going up towards the thing. The church was on the left.
Oh well, it's I'm like 90% it's not, but it doesn't matter. Oh well.
I think by Dunvast he got Slowfall. So
Yeah, it doesn't
no.
matter. It was just a story mod anyway.
Sorry, do we have time to go and get a few items?
Yeah, what we need for the 2 weeks.
Brilliant.
And for
If
anyone
I-
that does need to purchase things for travel, unless it's something oddly intricate or something particularly rare, you should be able to find everything you need in Ardbynum at book price. Anything else, obviously, ask. What was that, Adam?
I was going to say now. What I could do is nip into the Alcastis in the morning to see what he says.
Yeah.
I'm confident that I'll be able to maybe take some stuff away to work on while on the boat.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, Boomer, when you're getting your crafting material stuff, can you pick me up a couple? Well, can you make me a lot of glass?
Glass?
Yeah, like really sturdy glass.
I can certainly give it a try. It's a rarity, but I can certainly give it a go.
Really, my house had a ton of it.
Ooh. I need at least plenty of sand.
Dan just kind of looks over towards the shore in confusion.
which is probably not that sandy and more rocky, but
No, but in the direction of more just.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a look into it, see what materials, and sure I can come up with something. How big do you need this glass?
And I just write down the dimensions of the aquarium that is like half built in progress. Since we're literally in his crafter town.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you're given the dimensions of a relatively big glass encapsulation, and it would take a lot of time and a lot of resources, but is entirely possible. Hello, Dragon. How you doing, dude? You alright, Maggie?
It might be an ongoing project, but I might be able to start part of it.
Yeah, whatever you can do. I just, I know they didn't have it before because it was a really small town, and you're really good at making stuff.
Yeah, of course. I'll see what I do.
And having no understanding of how pricing works, I just give Boomer a sack of like 20 gold to hopefully cover buying a bunch of sand.
Fuck me. I could hear through my headphones Fluff snoring on my desk.
Aww.
It's because he's
Paying
just bad.
attention to me.
Have we have cat can?
Unfortunately, we don't at the moment.
No. Oh.
It's okay. So yeah, the request and dimensions are given to you, and obviously that's something you can pick up as and when needed. Hera, you've purchased a provision of your own. Is there anything else people have bought, need to buy, want to do before essentially leaving? And Boomer, are you potentially going to take up the suggestion of Greytail and doing away work and then meeting the people, or at least asking if it's even possible? Or are you just going to leave that suggestion be?
I'll ask. If not, I'll just try and get some materials together and see if it comes.
Make a persuasion check, and I will give you advantage.
It's only groomer master.
Jesus. It's 23 is nice. Penelope would, because obviously you'd most likely be working with her and things like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mutual benefit. She gets to work with you and share ideas in a workspace with a like-minded person. You get to do the things you need, and it's not like she's expending spell slots or anything to be able to do the things she does in moving people and things like that. So she's willing to. So it's an option that if you wanted to take up, she'd be more than happy to have you for I think it was a week travel?
Yeah.
Let me double check. A bit longer than that, but yeah. I know, yeah, about a week.
What I would do as well, suggesting to the party, obviously, if possible, getting materials to maybe build like ballistas or something. And get maybe a couple people working on that. If I do a bit of guidance.
Isn't Derek alive? How are you planning to stick things into it?
No, he's willing to make like a mold which will place the weapons on, so it won't be bolted into him.
Rose,
Yeah?
just so you know, you have to whisper GM, otherwise it still shows.
Oh, is it show to everyone? Sorry.
Because it's still my account, but it's showing as a player. When you whisper GM, it doesn't show. It's like Ash tested it earlier, and my messages back to her still showed.
So everybody else can see that message
Yeah.
in here?
What, that you've been buying a 30-pink shield? Yes.
No, the last...
Yes, they can.
No, I don't think they can.
No, we can't.
No,
On stream.
that's what I meant.
No.
Ah,
Don't stream!
Yeah, just don't look at stream. Job done.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't want it to show at all, Rose, do it to GM, not to me.
Yeah, sorry, I do apologise.
No. I said what I said, so obviously it's an easy misunderstanding because I didn't know how it would work doing whispers and shit.
Joe. Okay, cool.
But yeah, back to it. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. Sorry. I think it's
Yeah,
cutting
so
it off anyway. So it's all good.
So if I showed like Gray like a basic version of like a ballista, like drew some like drawings down, would something that possibly like the party might be able to make while on the move?
While on the move, is anybody proficient in the party other than Boomer in any form of crafting? Carpenter's tools, tinker
Dice kit.
tools. What?
thieves' tools. disguise kit and thieves' tools.
Jeweler's tools.
Piano.
It would,
These tools and
given that you would be making the schematics essentially just follow the instructions like here style, it still doesn't
Yeah.
stop someone putting something upside down. And you could have a ballista, like, you know, in cartoons where you got the revolver that with the barrel that like points U shape.
Yeah.
They could certainly put it together. The effectiveness of what they put together is entirely dependent, although you would expect people trained in such things to have a much higher success rate compared to those that aren't, like your friends, even more so when they're on moving boats.
Yes. Perhaps not.
They certainly could. The quality of is questionable.
We can always assist you doing it. But leaving us on our own is going to be
Yeah, I was just trying to set something off in case I wasn't, if I'm not there.
would it not be better to stay here and try and do that?
Mm.
He wants to bone Penelope.
No, I do not. I just like her inventions.
Insight check.
Roll.
Roll.
Boomer is tough to read, and your knee-jerk instincts are probably the ones that are more correct.
I use stillness of mind to get that mental image out of my head.
You know what it reminds me of? As really bad as it sounds. You know Family Guy? You know Cleveland?
Oh,
when he
God,
steals Brian's girlfriend. And he goes, and boom goes the dynamite. That's what I've got in my head, but with Boomer.
Oh, no.
I can't unthink it.
Dan's just trying to figure out if inventions is a euphemism or if he's actually just...
I would say with that sort of insight roll, your immediate assumption is probably the one Vian would go with. Just because you're unsure, so go with the one that you thought first.
Yeah, she's just gonna assume regardless at that point. She's just, yeah, okay, I've decided.
Yeah, Boomer and Penelope sitting under a tree. Kissing.
Anyway. So, are you coming or going?
He wants to be coming.
For fuck's sake. What the fuck up?
Let me go to the Alcester this morning, and I'll ask you if we get some materials on the journey.
Is that for the morning after pill?
Tea.
Morning after tea. Sorry.
Get it right, Carl.
Sorry.
So, right, I'll be making you something so you'll end up staying in that crow's nest for a while.
Ooh.
Or at the front of the ship.
Oh yes, please.
We do need a figurehead.
I mean, Derek could morph one for you if you give him an idea.
No,
It'll
it's
take
fine.
time, but he can literally just twist his form into.
So he could potentially make a ballista.
No, he can't make anything complex. Like, because we've been through this before. Think Terminator 2. You know how he could make blades and things like that, but couldn't make guns out of himself because it's. Do you know what I mean? Same premise, exact same premise.
I know potentially can make like blades on the edge of the hull and that too.
Yeah, treat the Derek like a very, very slow Terminator 2. I forget which T it is, but you know which one. You know what I'm on about.
T1000.
The T1000, yeah, because he acts more like that.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time to change his form, but he can't do anything complex. But he can change basic structures, basic shapes.
Yeah.
No worries, Mark.
Yeah, because obviously that was the only thing I wanted to do was like make the mold so that weapons would s- be
To
put on.
fit the, yeah, put it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I wanted. This.
He could definitely make the platform for it to sit in. Like, he could make the little, like, holding
The mount.
part. Yeah, the mount, but he can't make the actual ballista. He could certainly
Yeah,
make, like, a
that's-
small raised platform in which when you make one, you can just literally slap that bad boy on top. That's about
Okay.
the limit in terms of ballista potential that your
Yeah,
ship can
that's
do.
where I'd have to come in and make it.
Yes, pretty much, yeah. It is unfortunate, some of the limitations of having, you know, a living person as a ship.
There's limitations, but there's also advantages in other ways.
Entirely.
Yeah. I say we're lacking the carpenter, which that could have made something, but he would be busy making other stuff anyway. Yeah, so I'll head to Gru to see if I can carry on the outcast on the boat, if possible.
Yeah, so you make your way to Gru in Rhinum and find him out, and obviously, given you two are currently in a working relationship, it's easy enough. You don't have to go through too much. You just walk and ask for him.
Yeah.
And he'll come out and go, right, so what was it you was looking to do then?
It was obviously some outcasts. However, unfortunately, I have to be pulled away on other business. So I was wondering if I could have some materials to take away to try and come up with something on the move.
Huh. Make a persuasion check. Wow.
Okay. Boomer's charismatic today.
He is.
Yes.
He's gonna need it. Right. I don't normally. We like to keep things close to the chest in case anything unfortunate happens with handling of substances and stuff. But you seem like it's important. So and he'll go to a drawer and he'll pull out a small pouch and a vial, and then he will pack them in a small wooden box with a latch and a lock and click it, take the key out and hand you the key, and then hand you the box. Right, so put a couple of things in there, and let's just say for your first, I've taught you over the past couple of days the basics of handling dangerous substances and how we don't blow ourselves up.
Oh, God, no.
So, there's a pouch of gunpowder in there, small, nothing too much. The vial is a vial of acid. Your task is to make a something of your own design using both of those things. It should be
Interesting.
stable enough to keep and hold, and utilitarian in its application.
Ooh.
Sound good?
Yes.
Do that, and I've got a couple of recipes and stuff that might be of interest to you. But let's see if you can make before you learn.
Of course.
So, just as a note, you've been given 1 vial of acid, and you've been given 1.5 pound of gunpowder. Your task, and there's been no time frame given, but you are supposed to make something that is stable and is not going to just blow up or react on its own. That then can be applied to a use, whether that's destructive, supportive. The application and what you make is your own, but it must incorporate both the acid and the gunpowder.
Here, go and make plastic explosive.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately, that's all I can think of.
He's been on a 2-day crash course of how not to fuck around with dangerous substances. He's basically been given the BBC Health and Safety Guidebook over the last couple of days.
Well, you're talking about Boomer here, don't forget.
I am well aware. Why do you think he was given that before anything else?
Learn how to make a controlled detonation before you make an uncontrolled one.
Grua looked at him
Yeah.
and thought, no, this guy needs to learn what not to do first.
Which is why we said, leave him here. So the Big Bang can happen here.
So, you have these items. Is there any other questions
Yeah.
you have for Grua, or are you happy in that endeavour?
I think that would be it.
Right, well, get it back to me as soon as you can, and we'll go from there. Just don't wet the powder, and don't take the acid out the vial until you're ready to use it.
I will keep them in their containers until I need.
Well, that's why it's in a lockbox. Go on. Go do whatever you need to do.
No.
Yeah. I think I'd obviously go out and get some other bits just to enhance it, although I'll do that as I go along.
Anything and everything is up for grabs. Just let me know. If it's something that's a bit more out there as an item, let me know. Or if it's not in the book, let me know, and I will let you know how much you're able to procure and cost and stuff.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be basic items, I would have thought.
Yeah. So, am I right in thinking that
Oh.
your intention is to do this on the ship and not stay with Penelope?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'll do is there's going to be multiple things going off at once on the ship, so
No, that's fine. I just needed to know because of a number of things, that's all. Whether I had to prepare certain things for you to encounter or not encounter or not, that's fine.
How many Spriggans he's using to attack us?
Shh. Don't.
That'll be interesting.
it's either the
Pixies,
case that
actually.
just out counting. The other thing, if Boomer did stay with Penelope, he would be trying to keep see if this figure returns to Penelope.
Yeah,
That's
instead
the-
of doing your actual stuff.
That's the only reason why Boomer would initially stay. But I'll discuss that obviously before we set sail, just in case.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome to do that conversation now. I'm kind of doing this very timey-wimey loosely, allowing people to
Yeah.
grab anything they want before they leave. So if there is any conversations people want to have them. So Boomer, I will allow you to have gathered the appropriate people during the day as needed.
Yeah, it would obviously between the main people would obviously be Gray, I'd probably Paul, and maybe Helga as well.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Wait, I am being asked to help out somehow? Jeez. We have come far.
Apparently so.
I just mean usually.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're being asked to help with something either dangerous
No.
or heavy.
Yeah, I did think that.
It's alright, the food are just arrived. Yeah, bad time, as always.
The people you have summoned are here.
Well, let's say unless it's like we need to go into town, I was going to stay on the boat. I'm guessing everybody would have preferred me to stay there
Mhm.
and rest.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, I was discussing before about potentially coming with set tasks. However, I did dearly forget about that mysterious figure that we saw. That I saw the other time was at Penelope's.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a wise idea for me to stick around with Penelope, just in case I see this person again.
Yeah, because the only thing you know at the minute is it was a female angry person.
Yeah. We didn't connect that up, did we?
No.
Well, not potentially.
If you want to spend some time trying to do that, it's something, but would you have enough stuff to work on for Penelope not to get suspicious of your intentions?
No, it would obviously initially be continue with my outcast stuff there anyway. There were a couple of ideas I wanted to enhance. I could keep an eye out while not having a cup of blow. Unless you need me on the ship more.
Is there much stuff that you could do on the ship until we get to Dunvast? Or would it be better your time spent here and then getting to Dunvast later?
Hang on, so Dunvast, what was the initial task at Dunvast?
There is something that is interfering at the docks at Dunvast, preventing them from being able to do... Well, basically, preventing them from being able to work. So something is attacking or doing something. So we are going there to investigate and find out what's causing the problem.
Yeah. They were doing the town, not necessarily the doctor.
Well, it'll probably be around the docks we'll need to be, but it's about half a day's walk from the town to the dock.
It's not going to be too far from the main.
Unless you're pushing a ship.
Yeah, which I don't think we'll be doing that. I could potentially do some recon in that area.
If you want to go
Give you a
ahead.
heads up.
Mm-hmm. If you want to do that.
Give you a heads up of any trouble that arrives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll make sure you've got one of the sending stones. I think Persephone's got mine at the minute.
Of course.
Yeah, so obviously
So
you've
before
then
then, I'll
got a
get mine
means
back
of
and-
contact, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Boomer's now got one, and I believe Evan's still got the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, you
Hilra's
have
also got 32.
There you go.
Hilra also has
Yeah,
32.
Sending stones. Sending teeth.
Oh.
Oh, they only
They're
they
a
only
short
last
radius.
sorry,
But
and
they're a
within one.
short. Yeah, they're a short radius, and as far as I remember, Hailra can communicate to the person who owns it, but they can't communicate back.
Well, sorry for my joke not being historically accurate enough for you. Gosh.
It's alright. I
Well-
thought it was funny.
Well, Vian, thinking of historical accuracy and other accuracies, when you do eventually retire to your room after gathering possibly a couple things, if possibly staying on the ship, you notice a hunk of metal with a small note on top of it on your bed it's this gaudy, awful, to you pleasantly amazing pink hunk of metal.
I feel so attacked right now.
And it looks like a shield, dyed bright, vibrant pinks, with a note on it reading, "If you insist on being on the front line, use this to protect yourself. HX."
Don't know anyone named HX. Why would they know I need a shield?
It's a trap. Throw it
This is a
overboard.
shield, right?
Yeah, it is. It's also weird that someone would have a name. It's just 2 letters.
It's probably cursed or something, or if you don't need it, you can always just feed it to Derek.
No, that's... Vivian's gonna look over it for a little bit, and then eventually cram it into her bag, assuming she can get it to fit in there.
It'll take a bit of finagling, but yeah, I would say you'd be able to squeeze it in your haversack.
She is the queen of purse Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
3 years running.
Yeah, but you only won though because you charmed the judges. Let's be honest.
It's irrelevant. They don't need to know that. I just have the trophy. That's all anyone else gets to know.
Okay. So with
Oh, dear.
everyone procuring their items, now what I'll do is I'm going to start to semi-narrate now. If anyone
Yeah.
wants to stop me part way to do a conversation, to do something, like let me know.
Yeah.
Before we're done, I would have gone back to ship, just dropped the materials for the glass thing, so it's there at a later time to start.
Okay, materials to make the glass, aside from the blast furnace you're going to need, I would
Yeah.
say it probably costs 50 gold to get all the resources together, with the exception, obviously, of a furnace.
Yeah. I'll just put the difference in just for the time being, and then
Yeah.
Ah,
And did
yeah.
I hear, Michael, you go to say something?
Yeah, I would have, like I say, I've been spending time on the Derek, just kind of resting or just taking a wander around the shop every so often. I will at one point kind of go over to the notepad for the Derek and everything.
Right.
Derek,
Yes.
who do you consider to be the captain of this ship?
Remember who you like, Derek.
I'm doing this specifically when nobody's there.
Son of a bitch.
Roll.
Look, I'm just saying I'm the only one who talks to him.
Evan's the only one who feeds him.
You'll see him you'll kind of see him pause for a moment, and then you'll kind of just see like,
Please bear in mind, Persephone will be on deck as well. For further
I
advice from one-
specifically did this when as little or no people were aboard or
Yeah,
could
'cause
see me do
I
it.
will be keeping an eye, my friend, but I will bet a bit of a distance.
I
You gotta sleep at some point.
I haven't considered anybody specifically as, and he'll put in quote marks, captain.
We always treated. No, we always kind of followed whatever Cass said, so that would have made her the leader of our group.
I did
Therefore,
notice everyone seemed to flock to her. Yes.
That would make her our captain, so the captain of this ship. And and in her absence, I were the closest to a first mate or exam. Yes.
Yeah.
So it is, in Cass's absence, my orders rank the highest, above all the others. Would you agree?
Always
Yeah.
a crafty person.
Mm-hmm. He's so getting punched for this one.
He kind of
So-
like takes a moment and he's like, yeah.
So if someone gives you an order and I give you another one, you will follow my. It is my order that is to be followed, right? As is correct. Unless Cass were to give you an order.
So long as it's not dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I have no intention of giving you a dangerous order unless you are willing to face the danger with us.
Okay. I promised you all that if you helped feed me and look after me like my previous owner, that I would follow you all.
And how have you been feeling compared to before?
Before And he
Okay.
kind of questions
Okay.
it as in the before having you guys, or before as in when he had his captain previous. You kind of get that feeling like he just wants a bit of clarification.
Both, actually.
It's lonely sometimes. My previous owner spent almost all of her time on board, and we used to communicate a lot. Sometimes it gets lonely, but I'm looked after. When I lost her, it was tragic and devastating, and we lost more of us, and he kind of like gestures southwards, and there's only now the three of us left.
I am sorry that it came to that. It is our hope to keep you all alive and hopefully maybe even for you to thrive in the end.
I was, at one point, nearly 3 times the size I was now. I am now. I was kept and grown to be much bigger than most other ships.
How much did you have to eat per day to keep that size? If I may ask.
It scales the same as... So, mechanically, if he was 3 times the size, it'd be 3 times the food. But I was able to store more on board so I could travel further. Now, also, previous owner had means of summoning things for me.
Summoning?
She could make trees and such grow for me to eat.
That's out of character. That's fucking genius.
Druids.
A druid captain. Interesting.
Yeah, imagine if we had a druid who could just feed the Derek for free.
She used to, when we were running low and not near land, grow them for me to eat.
Why do you think of that?
Basically, take plant growth as a good berry instead. No, I'm not saying that's exactly, but think of that as like a metaphor.
I understand. My brain's just going.
Doesn't compute.
Yeah, it's not. How did you get the trees to grow in the first place?
Yeah.
Unless you had a floating forest.
Again,
I think it's where did the roots go down. I think is where Evan's brain is breaking.
Yeah,
They're
no.
just dragging a rowboat full of soil.
Well, you've also, like I said, you've also got to consider that Derek was considerably larger.
Also,
and he's missing considerable parts that he probably once had. But yeah, that's essentially his explanation to you.
Also, wouldn't... Okay, mechanically, I'm going to just shove this aside because I'm guessing you've already thinking, but wouldn't Goodberry just work anyway?
Ooh. Huh. I mean, yeah, because he's technically a creature.
Then it's technically a day's worth of food.
Huh.
Just one good berry a day for the Derek.
You know
You've been
what?
spending
No,
all this
no,
money
no,
on
no.
what?
Actually, no. On an actual technical level, yes, that
might
would
work.
because he's a creature, and it works on creatures. Huh.
It's taking
Taking us how long to figure that out?
No, that's actually a really clever thought, though, because, no, in theory, that'll save you guys a lot of money and a lot of logistical hassle.
I am not telling the party that until we're well away.
Yeah, think about it. Let's start this.
But no, I didn't want to do that because I thought the idea would technically work.
Yeah, but
But I
just as another point, you know, have you ever watched One Piece?
Very early.
You know the Going Merry, the original
Oh.
ship,
Oh, okay, yeah.
where it had the trees growing on the back of the ship.
Oh, okay.
Think that.
Oh, okay.
So it literally had like a little garden plot where, at the back of the ship, obviously, as he shrank because of malnutrition, some things had to be cannibalized. But yeah, no, massively great mechanical thought. Yeah, Goodberry would technically work because although it is a mimics are creatures, and Goodberries provide 1 day's worth of sustenance for a creature each. I'll be honest, I never thought of that myself because obviously I always think of Derek in the object sense, not the creature sense.
Yeah.
But
No.
the when you think about it, and obviously you've encountered druids with such abilities, it's a very good possibility it could work.
Similarly, imagine putting deer and only deer in charge of making sure the ship that will eat us if it gets hungry doesn't eat us and doesn't go hungry.
I'm not putting him in that. It's basically,
No, just-
if I did that, it would be me every day just going, have you fed the ship?
But yeah,
Which would
just
actually
like,
make the thing, because then we could have the ship stocked full of like 10 days worth of wood, and then we
Yeah.
could just give him good berries. If we forget, he'll just go, I'm eating wood again. Oh, yeah.
How long
Yeah.
does the good berries last normally?
It's 24 hours, but
Yeah.
it's enough food for a day.
Yeah.
But I believe good berries that are summoned go away after 24 hours as well, so it would be an everyday
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing.
It's
but
technically it would technically be taking away just a a deer spell slot, but
he could do it the night before if he really wanted to be clever, as long as he
yeah,
like feed it right before bed instead of feed it in the morning, kind of thing.
yeah, could also work.
And technically, we could just give it to the other three as well, so they're not pinching off of any.
You certainly could as well, yeah. Because as it is, basically, the Derek is shaving off bits of food that he eats and distributing it to the other two. So yeah, in theory, you could feed those as well.
Great mechanical thought. We'll probably go ahead with that at some point. But
No,
for right now, yeah.
No, have an inspiration if you haven't already, because I think that's quite a brilliant point of reference.
Yay, I've used up any inspirations I might have had.
So, with everyone gathering their things for travel,
Food
Boomer,
to live-
you've gone back to the ship, explained your reasoning, you've gathered Ascending Stone, and will go back into Arbainum. The rest of you will collect the rest of the wood that was going to be given to you today for Derek, and make sail. Are you, just a quick question, are you making sail in the morning or the night? Are you leaving the same day, or are you going to wait till morning, essentially?
I presume we're just going to head out. Well, if we head out in the evening, we'll technically be arriving.
On the morning, because it's 6.5-ish days.
We
'Cause
will follow the tide. Because obviously the tide dictates when we leave.
well, the thing is,
The
the
Derek
Derek can
decides when
take,
we go.
the Derek can take care of pretty much. He's autonomous with that sort of thing.
So yeah, if we decide, in fact, if we head out at night, we should be able to arrive when we need.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
Say you leave in the same day, and you start heading the way.
And yeah, I will surreptitiously, once the order has been given to take 2 weeks, I will countermand it to make it a week.
Boomer,
I want to do.
Yeah.
can you roll me d6, please?
That for how many days? How long it's going to take? How long the timer is on the bomb he's left us?
Yeah.
6 days.
At 2.5 days, you all start hearing an odd ticking coming from the bells of the ship.
What is that mysterious ticking noise?
But no. Okay.
It's a mechanical toy.
Okay. But
Going boom.
Yeah, we know. You were saying?
first day of travel is clean and clear. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrate half and half. So like I'll do a little bit with the boat, do a little bit with Boomer, do a little bit, and then kind of try and keep you guys like moving level pacing, because obviously Boomer's gonna have a lot more detail, I would imagine, at the minute. Go on, what was you gonna say?
Would I have any way of knowing that we're travelling too quickly? This is going to be.
You could ask
difficult.
the Derek.
Well, do I notice is what I need, because I wouldn't ask otherwise.
Make a survival check. I think that's the most applicable. Applicable, yeah. No, you don't feel like it's about normal. You know the Derek is capable of going much quicker if needed.
Yeah, but I want him to go 2 weeks worth of travel. So I don't notice that we're going too quickly.
You notice that he's taking the straightforward path. He's not doing any divergence. He's just straight up following the coastline as he's done before when you guys have gone from Dunvast to Arbainum. Which, as you know, will take about 6.5 days-ish, because you've already done the reverse of this, going from Dunvast down. So you have a rough idea it's going to be just shy of a week.
Oh, well, okay, so I do notice. I will go to the book and remind Derek. We kind of want this journey to take about 2 weeks. So if you want to slow down, well, however you would do that.
I can, but there's only food for almost straight there. 10, I believe it was 10 days, wasn't it, Michael?
10 days, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll explain that there's only rations for Derek for 10 days.
Yeah. We can stop in Kelbeck. We've probably got wood, right?
Yeah, in Caldbacke.
Kelbeck,
Which is... it's about 2 and a bit days, like almost 3 days. It's about halfway.
Yeah. So a week to Kelbeck, and then another week, and then we'll set off again for the rest.
I will ask Evan to see if that's all right.
Fine. But he knows that's the plan, I think. But he wants to get there as quickly as possible, even though it's going to hurt him. He's supposed to be resting.
I see. So at some point, obviously, he will garner your attention, Evan, and...
Yep.
I suppose I'd probably just go and tell him.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Derek's going straight to Dunvast, but it's only gonna be about a week. So we stop off at Kelbeck, get some more wood. I know you want to get there as quickly as possible. But you still need these 2 weeks.
We're perfectly fine to carry on travelling as we are.
Fine, I give up. And I carry on.
Okay. So the travel, for the most part, is clear, clean, and non-issue-some. Until you get to the mouth north of Caldbacke, where it starts to open up to the actual main ocean and the main channel that goes between the Isle of Helvetica and the mainland. I would say eventually some of the more perceptive people of the group, Persephone, Dia, and other people, would notice a ship in the distance behind you guys that is slowly gaining on you all. You assume, given you didn't see the ship and don't recognize it, it probably joined at the fork, like coming down from like Skorgenheimish way, and like was behind you guys and is slowly gaining.
Said that I would have noticed this.
The more perceptive people of the group, yeah, you would notice as it's probably a mile or two back, and you can kind of just see on the horizon, just slowly getting closer.
So I'd come down from the crow's nest where I've been, and I'd go to the book and I'd say, Derek, that ship behind us, you know it or you recognise it?
I can't see it, but I can feel it far away. Maybe.
We got a telescope on board.
Nope.
I'd beg to ask that. Have we got one?
Oh, yeah. I don't think anyone's got one.
Unless someone's got it in their inventory, you don't have one.
On it.
Derek will
Sorry?
explain, though, that he can feel it is getting closer. It would probably reach us in half a day. Questions himself.
All right, so I'll say, I'll be right back. I'd run down. I'll say, Evan, there's a ship trailing us. And I'll tell Greytail as well.
It's not necessarily hostile. I mean, there are.
Well, we don't know, but until further notice,
Yeah,
let's
keep an eye on it. Yeah.
keep an eye on it. I'm just going to tell him that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And throughout the day, as this was spotted in the early afternoon, throughout the day you watch as the ship gets closer and closer. It's a smaller ship than Derek, which probably lends to why it's quicker.
Has it flying any particular colours? Hostile or friendly?
Make a perception check.
Can I assist?
No, but you can do your own. I would say it's not something that can be assisted with because the issue is coming from the distance. Do you know what I mean? If either of you had a telescope, then obviously that changes things, but...
I don't have a telescope, but I have something else that might help the party.
Oh, by all means.
Does anybody need soap?
Not right now.
Sorry, soap.
Derek must be dirty.
You're not there, Adam. Shut up. So yeah, as you guys, I'm trying to point out and look, Vian comes up behind you and goes, I got soap.
You don't need soap, thank you.
I mean, okay.
It doesn't seem to be flying any particular colours. It is a dark wood ship with very off-white sails. It doesn't seem to have a distinctive flag or mark that you can make out and see. Fluff, you needy little shitbag.
Where are we approximately now?
You are coming up and just leaving the mouth here, where as it opens up, like essentially, you guys are here, and you can notice this ship like back here, a few miles back. It's like I said, it's only about a mile or so. Like any further than that, you just wouldn't see it without like spyglass and stuff. If someone had owned a spyglass and had been using it, you'd have seen it further back.
Before I left to go back into town, were there like many ships around the area?
No, I've pointed this out. This is a ship you don't recognise, like that you didn't see.
No,
dock.
yeah, not specifically. I'm on about like, was there any ships near Derrick generally before they set off?
Yeah, it's a some sort of busyness. There was probably 3 or 4 other ships moored up at the same time, but this ship was one that the party don't recognise, which is why they've specifically pointed it out. And
I have an idea.
The assumption is that it would have come up through this straight here. So as you guys have come up like that, it's coming up behind and essentially has met up with you guys behind you.
I have an idea to see if it is following us. Is anyone on deck with me?
Yeah,
Most of us,
I would imagine, given the sighting of the ship, most of you would have been alerted.
I'd say as we're entering onto the main oceans sort of front now, why don't we just carry on heading east just for another hour or so and then head north? But if it carries on going east, it's potentially following us.
And then if it turns when we turn, it's definitely following us.
Correct.
Or if it heads north, it's not. Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Then what, do we follow the coast along Calbeque, or do we actually just turn straight right and go out to open ocean?
Well, it's literally, we just want to know if it's following us, don't we? If we turn in the opposite in another direction, and it turns with us, when they know it's coming after us, it doesn't matter if we're going to Calbeca or just going straight to open ocean.
So if it's following us, if we face towards it, it will turn as well away from us.
To turn around, it'll probably catch us by the time we turn around anyway. Turn around, we can't turn around on the spot.
I mean,
Also-
actually, Derek technically
Probably
kind of can, because don't forget, he has like feet paddles that underneath the ship, so he has a lot more maneuverability than most wind-powered ships.
Also, it's the case of
It's an M&S ship.
yes. Well, it depends on what happens. This ship. Did we get well? I know you kind of gave a bit of a description. Did we kind of get a description of what size it was? Did it look like
Smaller
it was-
ship.
It's definitely smaller than your ship. Until it gets closer, you're unsure, but you assume that its speed is lending to the reason why it's quicker.
Okay. Now, if it's a trade ship and we decide to turn east and it turns to follow, that just means it could be trying to go do it's following the outside edge of Calbeque and going back down.
Yeah, but then if we turn to go north and then it turns, that's when it tells us that it's following us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. So, Derek, just take us out. So, if we're saying have the Derek take us out to open ocean,
Right.
or a bit more open ocean for about an hour or so, and then turn back, we should be fine.
Right, understood. Derek will do that, no issue. And obviously, I'm going to expedience the description. This will be over the span of a few hours, but obviously, just a few sentences. So, as you guys make eastward, this ship, you notice, will eventually come out, and you notice, as you've gone directly right and eastward, and are travelling straight for a bit, it will maintain its diagonal direction vaguely northeast-ish. It doesn't seem to directly turn towards you guys, but then obviously as you do the manoeuvre northward, or if you want to delay, if that's the case, otherwise...
When I said go out, I mean literally go out for an hour, turn around on the spot or as best you can, head back westward again, and then follow northward, and then head northward.
Okay, so you notice then as you go out and do the turnaround, this ship will come out and start heading northeastward, and as you guys manage to maneuver the ship to 180 and head back, it continues on this northeastward trajectory, and I would say you probably pass within... You probably maintain about that miles difference doing the manoeuvring you have, so you're not going to get much more detail unless you wish to try and approach the ship or anything like that, but it seems to be heading northeast, almost straight as can be on the ocean, as you guys then turn back towards the coast and then start going northward up the coastline towards Dunvast again.
So the boat is heading in the general direction straight at Helvetica.
Pretty much, yeah.
That could have been the Helvetica mystery solved. Or the repopulation effect, so. Dunvast it is.
Yep. And delete 3 paragraphs.
Aww.
Oh well. Boomer. And I know just to point out as well, obviously, that sort of thing would have happened over, as you can see here, like, that's about 5-ish days. And just for the sake of it, it's probably going to add half a day onto your journey doing the mess about, out and turn around and stuff. Not too much.
So yeah, we'll be arriving like...
On the evening, so 7 days instead of 6.5.
Really? It took us about 2 hours.
Yeah.
To do all of
you
that.
only did about 2 hours. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, an hour out and an hour.
I thought you were doing much more than that. That's fine then.
No.
Boomer. You do work with Persephone, and you see and hear her obviously deal with clients and people coming into the store over the days. You don't, over the first couple days, hear or see or witness any of the meetings you did in the first week.
Run.
Oh, God, no.
That you had with her. Everything is quiet and calm, and Ginga raids. Thank you, Ginga. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So everyone say hi to Ginga.
Gengar.
Thank you. No, thank you, Ginga.
Where's our
But-
payment now?
On. And so yeah, it's quiet, it's calm, it's what you would have expected. Allow me to just do this though.
Oh no,
What?
that doesn't sound good. Oh, it's on the map.
It's not for you.
I can still click for
Oh.
people.
Can you see
We
that?
actually have a.
Roll initiative.
It's
Nope.
a map of Penelope's tent, is it?
Yes, at least the major one that has a lot of the housing and stuff attached that you've been a part of.
Ooh,
You can see the workbenches, the scrolls. The very top part is the portion that can roll back, which allows you to fire things out safely. That, you know, when you was
So-
able to do test fires and things.
So that's the firing range.
Essentially, that wall retracts and it's like
Yeah.
open space that doesn't matter if anything affects. You've got ritual circles and things like this behind you. Not a teleportation circle, unfortunately. Chemistry, alchemical, and tinker tools all on the desk, and then in the bottom left you've got the scrolls. What I will also do is Obsidian is making me drink, so I will do that. Oh, fuck.
You don't have to do it, Danny. You don't have to give in to peer pressure.
I know.
But if it listens to you, does that mean it's given to peer pressure? Because you pressure him's not giving into peer pressure.
Could I
Yeah.
have the area of the shop
I'm being
front?
too smart at the moment.
What was that?
So could I have the area of the shop front? 'Cause
That's
obviously that's the area.
that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually revealing. Ta-da!
Oh. What that on?
Hey.
So as you can see here, this is the familiar shop front, and this is more of the layout that you guys have been coming into. And it's very well stocked, it's well maintained, and she's always making new things for it or acquiring. And obviously people feel it's not super detailed, but feel free to, as players, if you want to zoom in and have a nosy around, you're more than welcome to.
Is that a cat's head there?
Yes, it's a mask.
Ah. That makes more sense, okay.
It's not just a cat's head.
Whereabouts is like the coin thing?
The
Oh,
witch.
it's to make the tent. You know where you insert the coin to make the tent.
That's a bowl.
Oh, is
It's
it bowl?
carried by the clones, and essentially,
Ah.
the version of this store that you're seeing right now is, you know, the big, thick, heavy coin that's the master coin.
Yeah.
That's the coin that's used to see this form of the shop, where you see everything. Whereas when people put traditional currencies in, it will only show stock in the shop appropriate for the amount of money that you put in. So there's no chance that you'll see an item that you can't afford, essentially. Which is a good and a bad thing at the same time. But you guys, more recently, after speaking with her and gaining her trust, often just come into the main store where there's everything.
Fantastic.
But on the third day, you guys are working, and you kind of watch as Penelope immediately jolts with a shock and just kind of immediate defensiveness.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. Someone's just came, and I can't tell where.
Have one of your clones been attacked?
She kind of waits and just listens and... No. I don't know where they are. As there's on this door here, there's a knock 2 or 3 times. And an unfamiliar knock to all of you in the room.
Yeah. Is that meant to happen?
Oh. As the door swings open, and allow me to Obviously, you are welcome to reposition yourself anywhere in the vicinity.
I would have hidden half cup slightly behind the table there.
And walking in with 2 people in tow is a very familiar young arcanist by the name of Sola. And Penelope's immediate... Like, you can see she's not happy at this and takes a step back as the rest of them filter in as 2 guards in tow. And do you say anything or do anything? Or are you actually actively trying to stealth?
I'm half, but it's like, no, actually, I'll be doing half in nimbleness, so I'll be basically.
Okay.
How can I say without being rude?
I don't know. Tell me.
I'm going to say I'm going to be around her legs.
Basically, you're going to stand near her and just kind of get lost behind her, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check, please.
So obviously, yeah. So I'm in partly hidden, but I can still see what's going on. Which.
Do you think you'll have to give you something for that?
It allows him to hide a lot better behind certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nimbleness.
Penelope. Took you a while. You haven't been responding to my messages. Why is this? And Penelope will go, look, I told you that I'd had enough of talking and dealing with you. There are certain things that can't be done and shouldn't be done. And I told you enough was enough. And that was it. But, Penelope, that's not always the case, though, is it? Is that any way to treat your best student? Really? You could have worked with us. You could have helped us, but instead you chose your pride over anything else. Look, I told you the things that you're doing. Chasing power for any means is not always the answer. It's always a right way to do things ethically. You can't just bury anyone just for the sake of. No, you're quite right. I can't. But I can't have anyone standing in our way neither. And you feel, you start to feel that part of this conversation, you notice that the 2 guards are looking at you, whereas Sola's fixated on Penelope. Boomer.
Yeah.
And Penelope will just go, well, what's this about then, huh? What do you want from me? I told you, I still gave you all the crystals you needed, but I told you no more after that. I said no more deals, no more arrangements. You see, there's always something more, Penelope. There is always more. But if you're not willing to work with us, you're working against us. And unfortunately, I've been asked to tie up more loose ends. Boomer, as you see the blades of the 2 guards get drawn, I think we're going to need initiative.
Yeah.
This is why I double and triple checked whether you stayed with Penelope or not.
So initially, and if I gone with the boat, she could have just.
This would have just happened entirely off screen.
No, to be honest, I'm glad I have stayed.
See how this goes. But yeah, can I get an initiative roll?
This is why Danny wanted us to have our encounter first.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so
Those-
Penelope.
Please,
Those-
Oh God.
Those 3 pages that we just threw out were the 3 pages Danny needed to help plan this fight a bit more. Boomer, we've given you the best assistance we can. Go nuts.
We believe in you.
So
That's
Don't
it.
die. God.
Just win. I know you can do this. That's the main thing. That's your inspiration. That's all you're getting.
Not a bar.
You, but still, I'm giving it anyway.
I mean, he does have another ace up his sleeve.
I've got a couple.
first things first. As Sola goes first, she reaches in a pouch and gets a small handful of dust, like this, like powdered dust, like it looks like kalo sugar almost, for those that know what that is, and she will throw it forward at the two of you. I need both you and Penelope, which obviously I'll roll Penelope, to make Constitution saving throws.
Well, American friends, I believe that's a pixie stick.
Is that what
My
the
special.
translation is?
I think it's more or less the same.
I don't know.
Oh, the sugar in the stick, those stuff. And I'm just smaller.
Okay. Boomer, you succeed. Penelope
I'll use
fails
my reaction on Penelope. My Flash of Genius.
to... What's that
For
do?
plus
plus-
5.
Okay, which will make it enough. As
Assuming
this
he has 20 in. But yeah.
Plus 4.
plus 4 is just enough. DC was 15. As this powder lays thick in the air and you both begin to choke, and you feel a suppressive inability to not be able to speak or produce sound with your mouth, but you're able to cough and waft the thick laden dust away, and both of you remain able to use verbal components for however long it would have lasted.
Thank God.
Essentially, she was gonna that was gonna take away the ability to use verbals on spells, and she will just move to the side here, like leaning up the bookcase, like allowing space for the guards that she's got with her to move forward. But unfortunately, they're not next. You are. Boomer.
Can I do what I was going to do originally? Oh. No, Fireball would be a bit too ecstatic, wouldn't it, in a close compact state?
Fireball's 30 feet across.
Right.
This room is not 30 feet across.
No. Have another idea. The fireworks that we made.
Right.
If I throw one, say in this area,
Right.
would it be enough to dazzle all three of them?
Yes, as well as you and Penelope. It's you've got to imagine. You've got to remember this is a very close, confined quarters room. Things like area of effect spells and such, like a blinding flash, that shit's gonna get all of you. Because you got to think of the large explosion with a firework, a typical firework. No, that shit would cover the entire room.
Trying to think of something. Get out.
I'm gonna have to press you a little bit here.
Okay, then I'm going to summon the cannon.
Okay.
Which they probably know of by now. So I'll put the cannon right next to Penelope. As he conks away. It is going to be obviously a the Eldritch Cannon.
Yep. What type of damage is it set to?
I bet they're going to be I'll keep it on force.
Okay.
And then obviously I'll after seeing what the leader has done, it's going to fire at it.
Okay, make an attack roll, please.
I wish I'd done the damn bloody Prime one before. Oh, no, we're not.
It hit first time.
That is, I think,
That is a miracle.
I want to say that is the very first time ever that it has hit on its first ever attack. Nice.
I was about to say, he's taking the moment to. It's serious now. Someone could try and take our lives. Never the case. You're trying to kill Penelope.
Don't take my woman.
No. Is it? I think it's getting more of a soft spot for him now.
Okay, so yeah, 11 points of force damage. No, you just hit her straight in the gut as it just lands and just digs into the stone and just...
Yeah. Because again, let's see, push him back into the skull so he'll fall backwards onto the table.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll make her do a dex check just to see if she can, as she gets pushed backwards, if she can maintain her balance.
Yeah.
No, she cannot. So, no, she will entirely go backwards and then on her ass.
And what I'll do, I'll shout to Penelope, get out. I'll try and hold him off.
I can't believe you're stealing my moves.
So is
What
that
do
you
you
done?
mean? I think that's all I can do. Because I swear it was a bonus an action to summon the cannon.
Okay.
Try. 80 cannons. Yeah.
Okay, so next is the guard's turn. As they both pull out their two short swords that they have, and they're going to rush forward, and one is going to go to here, and then one is going to go to here. And they're both going to make attacks against Penelope, given that was their prime target, as it were. So we'll do the red guy first, as he's going to make two short sword attacks for a 15 and a 20, which both will hit, I believe. Sorry, I'm having to juggle like 3 or 4 different pages here. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah, no, both of those will hit. And he's going to deal 2d6 plus 6. 17 points of damage to Penelope as he just makes 2 gouging strikes towards her, and they hurt a lot. The second boy is going to make his attacks. First attack misses. Second attack misses bad. Let me roll severity. Oh, okay.
Ooh, this might work.
Penelope's going to get a free attack as a reaction. And what she will do is she's going to, as she kind of leans back after recoiling from the first hit, and this second guy misses twice, a small bead of light is going to burn up in her hands as she shoots a firebolt towards the guy in purple as he lurches forward. Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, no.
It's
Have you not got something like shocking grasp instead?
It is just a bad miss. Yeah, it would have been with disadvantage, I know, Michael, I just realised, but oh well. It was the immediate...
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it was just a really, really bad miss.
But no, it was just also shocking grasp would have been with advantage as well.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But that is the guard's turn. As now it's Penelope proper. she's going to. So let me double check the wording on the spell. Need to see if I need line of sight or not. Or Michael, Misty Step, you do need to see the place you're going to, don't you?
I believe so.
Misty Step, yes. Dimension Door, no.
And Dimension Door can take others with.
Mm-hmm.
Shite. She doesn't have Dimension Door, unfortunately.
No.
You're kind of following your direction and your like suggestion. You kind of see like a. There's something I need to grab. It'll help. And she's going to disengage and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you'll see her kind of dash off as she's seemingly going to go and grab something that will help. Going back to the top of the round, Sola is going to use half a movement to stand up, and then he's going to... You two, deal with that one. She's mine. And she's going to go 5, 10, 15, and then she's going to dash. And then 20... Yeah. And that's all she can do getting to there. Boomer, it's back to you.
Ooh.
Sorry, did she use a half movement to stand up?
And then dashed. She moved.
did,
She's
okay.
15 foot to stand up, then the 15-foot movement, and then dashed with what she could, chasing after Penelope.
Oh, okay.
But Sola gave the order to the guards. You two, him. She's mine.
Okay, let's save. Okay, I'm going to use a action to disengage.
Nice.
Bones action, I'm going to cast Expedition's Retreat on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's... ready for next time.
Okay.
You can use a bonus action to...
Yeah.
Obviously, use a bonus action to cast. I can't do it this time, can I?
You can still do it as an action, because it's a bonus action to cast that.
Yeah,
Oh
so
wait,
I can't-
no.
oh,
Yeah,
No,
no,
the
because you've
disengaged.
disengaged. Yeah. So yeah, no. But obviously, for future turns, yes.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to... Is it 5, 10...
I don't think you can this time.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, is that right?
Yeah. Just so you know, you could take the same pathway that Penelope did if you wanted to duck between here.
I'm
sorry.
Yes. Is that disengage
Just-
allowed both?
Yeah. What was that?
I'm
Rose?
so sorry. It did say when you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the dash ends, you can take the dash action.
Yeah, but it's a bonus action to cast, so obviously you can't do it this turn.
It comes with the free dash on
No,
the first
Yeah,
cast.
it's,
Yeah.
part,
Oh.
it's part of the wording
Ah.
as on of this move as well.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the way that it's worded. It can
When
be a
you
bit-
cast this spell and then as a
Oh
bonus
no!
action.
Yeah, no, they are right. They are right. So yeah, you technically have a dash action in you now.
You say 5, 10, 15, 20, 30...
Right, hang on, stop there, because obviously I've got to reveal.
Yeah.
The
There's
prob-
more.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, it's because of the speed of Penelope. They didn't get very far
Oh.
because Penelope only went so far, and obviously we Sola had like 15-foot of movement left, but she caught up to her, and you can see that she's obviously reaching out to try and grab her and stuff, but obviously couldn't because no more action left.
Terrible. Bad. Well, to be honest, if Sola kills Penelope, that does take care of like one of our problems. So, as in
You, s-
Michael is evil. So,
you say that, but then she's been a help in other ways.
I know. I'm not.
That's
This
the
is
bomb.
not your fault.
Oh, no,
This is
no.
me- Michael. I'm sorry. I do apologise.
So is that you done now?
Yeah. So I'll just go to that side.
Okay. The guards on their turn are going to make chase with you, with the red one coming up behind you, and then the purple one here pulling out a crossbow. So first is the red one. He's going to make 2 attacks with his short sword. Sorry. One will miss. One will very much miss. 23. Okay. I'm going to make him make a dexterity save, or drop his weapon, because as he swipes out at you, you're able to duck, and he hits the wall with the weapon, and it kind of reverberates in his hand, and he's got to try and maintain a grip on that thing. It's going to be a DC 15. No, he drops his weapon, and he's going to have to spend a bonus action at least to pick it back up. So, for the moment, he's currently without a weapon, but he still has his hands. The second guard is going to fire his light crossbow at you. 13, I'm pretty sure doesn't hit.
Nope.
These guards are shit. Like, actually shit.
You would have been better off sending another wizard.
Yeah. Okay, and what you see is Penelope will be forced to use a disengage again. So 5, 10, 15, and then push into this room here, which you've never been in there, but you know it to essentially be her bedroom. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She'll get to there. Sola, as you chasing and behind, will kind of half turn to you and just yeah, she's gonna do that actually. She's gonna move forward, which will give you an attack of opportunity if you wish to take it.
Of course.
So 5 to there.
Can I use a ranged weapon? The discipline. Hang on.
No, it has to be a melee weapon.
Hey, you're all straight then, it says.
Yeah, make a punch.
No.
Yeah, no, that is not enough, unfortunately. But yeah, she moves forward, and then you'll see her weave her hands and then lift up as spanning across in front of you. Come on, play nice. A wall of ice will appear, blocking your path as she just and then will continue moving outside of an area that you can no longer see.
Damn it.
It's unlucky. Now it's your turn again. Now, as you were chasing after the guards and taking swings at you, the one drops his sword and he's like, "Ah, shit, fuck." And he's got to try and contend with you. Like, he can't just bend down and pick it up because, you know, it's leaving himself exposed.
Yeah.
But now
Where did the sword fall?
You know what, Michael? Roll a d20. Odds, it's in the ice. Evens, it's not. Because that's a fair point. It's currently locked in the ice.
Hey!
Evens, it would have fell
It's a
the
new
other side.
legendary sword.
No, it's a fair point.
To a reckon
Excalibur.
rod is the Guard of England.
Okay, bonus action first. The
Or it's more ancient
Cannon.
days. Freeze, not Caliburn.
freeze. Cannon's going to move there.
Okay.
He's going to obviously attack the nearest one.
Go for it.
Cannon.
Yeah, a 21 hits. Fuck.
He likes this cannon getting powerful.
The cannon's actually being useful, yeah. It's magical. Well, it's always been magical, but no, it's actually magical. Nice, yeah.
It actually
Oh,
hits.
yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
no,
what-
that shot hits the back and it kind of like stumbles him forward as the force energy like propels him slightly.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, has the other ones just dropped his sword.
And you've seen him kind of look at it as it gets thrown up in the wall of ice, and you kind of seen that shit.
I'm going to jump on him
You
and
gonna
and play
Okay.
and say peekaboo and cover his eyes.
So
Oh my
essentially,
God.
we're gonna rule it as a grapple check.
Yeah.
So, but your grapple check is to try and blind him.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Make a athletics check. He's gonna make a dexterity one to try and dodge out the way.
Oh. Yeah.
You kind of jump up on him and like kind of grab him round the face, and you try and like smother his face, and you kind of fuck off, you little shit. And he'll just kind of heave you, like lifting you under the armpits and like throw you onto the floor, and you get back up really quick.
Yeah, it was the case of like where has he stumbled to drop his weapons or try to take advantage of getting onto him.
Unfortunately,
obviously-
you managed to get on him
Not-
and try to, but he had just enough wherewithal, because the thing was, he was looking for the weapon, but also trying to be mindful of you. That's why he didn't commit to
Yeah.
grabbing it, because you left him. He had left enough just to prevent that. That's your action. You've used your bonus action. Just so you know as well, there is a door. Let me ping it. This is a door here in case, and that's also the door of the shadowy figure in the meetings.
Oh, now you've given me an idea. Okay,
That it was that door there where that was going down.
I wish I'd known that before,
Sorry.
because I would have had a completely different idea. Ah.
I'm just thinking, because otherwise you're not in a dead end. There is one door there.
Yeah, no, I would have had a.
Are you done?
Fuck it. I'm going to move there, give him a tackle opportunity if need be.
Yeah, he's going to make an unarmed strike against you, because that's all he
Yeah.
can do now.
Oh yeah.
19 to hit.
Nope. Oh, yes. Do I?
Bear in mind, this is an
No, let
unarmed
it-
strike.
Yeah, no, I'll leave
Yeah,
it.
no, he kind of kicks out at you and kicks you in the back of the shin. You take 1 point of damage.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it's-
not worth using.
it's 1 plus
shield
strength.
onto that.
It's 1 plus strength. He has no strength modifier. These are normally much more dexterous people. Normally. So, do you wish to push through that door? Because or do you wish to attempt to?
Yeah, I'll just try and open it at least.
Yep.
I'll see if I can.
It is not locked. As you find yourself a meeting room.
Very, very posh. I'll stay where I am for the time being because I do have another idea.
Okay.
So
Moving
that's
on
it.
to the
Yes.
guards' turns. The purple. Oh, Fluff's leaving me. Hang on. Go on, Fluff. There you go, Papa. So the Guardian Red is going to turn to the Guardian Purple, and he goes, "Oh shit, my sword's in the fucking ice. You need to go forward now." And he'll pull out the crossbow, and the other one will pull out his short sword and response and go 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. And purple's going to take a slash at you while red's going to line up a crossbow shot.
Right.
So purple's take 2 swings at you. 2 16s to hit.
Hang on.
So both of those will hit. And this will be 1d6 plus 3 each. So 7 and 9 points of damage for 16 total.
Yeah.
Then the other guy is going to line up his light crossbow and shoot. 14, which will miss.
Yeah.
So it's as it hits in the wood behind you, no effect. Penelope and Sola. I'm just gonna, because I've already got a predetermined list of things. So
Yeah.
Penelope goes to there, does that, does that. Sola to there. It must be terrible because you don't know what the fuck's happening. But what you do here
Yeah.
is you don't hear anything at first, and then a few seconds later you hear a loud, like a loud cackle and crackle as something happens. It's back to your turn.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to go through to the door. I know it's another attack opportunity.
Not to there because you're technically still in melee.
Oh. As soon as I'm like clear the door, was that? Was
Oh yeah, no, he will take the slash.
Yeah.
13 doesn't matter as these guards, man. Fuck. These are proper stormtroopers. Like they can't hit for shit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to then shut the door and cast
Yeah.
Arcane Lock.
Very good. Do you want to just throw it up in chat for people?
Should be there.
Nice. Nice. So you just kind of grab it and speak the arcane words. And do you have 25 gold pieces worth of gold dust?
Yes, I do.
You do? Very good, because you get consumed. The door has a shimmer that just whoosh, and it locks.
Thank God. The cannon's obviously still there. He's going to take a pot shot at the same one again.
At purple.
At purple.
An 11 will not hit, unfortunately. As it's had a couple of good opening shots, but this beam just shoots off and hits the ceiling and like buckles and breaches part of it, but does nothing to them, unfortunately.
Yeah. Lucky.
So then moving to the guard's turn. This guard here is going to move up and obviously try the door. It doesn't work. And then he's going to bang on the door a couple times and goes, "Open the fucking door! Now! We're not playing around!"
What, so you can take me, like, take everyone else? So you can drain of our life essence.
"Don't make us break this fucking door down!" And then obviously he's gonna take 2 swipes at the door because, you know, that is about the finesse they have at the minute. Okay, they can hit a fucking door. Thank you. The door takes 7 points of damage, but with the reinforcement from the arcane lock, it's bolstered a far, far more.
Yeah.
This boy here is... He's going to go and shut the door here. Blocking...
A cannon.
Yeah. Blocking your cannon's view.
The cannon's just going to blast the door down.
Yeah.
Yeah, closing that off. Go to Penelope's turn, who you hear you feel, well, no, you don't hear, sorry, you feel a small shake and a vibration and like a rumble for a moment. And then you feel a gust of wind coming from behind you and going under the door as if like all the air's being sucked out. And then it instantly just stops.
Oh.
And then, not long after that, you feel and hear another crackle of energy, just, and it's, you don't see any light, but you do feel the tingliness in the air, as the air almost seems to be electrified for a moment. And then things go quiet. As Boomer, it's your turn to react.
Okay, first thing is I'm going to get the cannon to fire a door, see if we can move on.
Make an attack.
Yeah, keep showing it.
A pengo. Oh yeah, 23 hits, and the door damages is considerably. Not enough to break it open, but one more good shot like that could definitely do it.
Does the shove effect from the cannon not do anything?
Obviously, it forces. It forces you back 5 feet?
I would say no, unfortunately, because obviously, yeah, no.
I'll move it slightly up. Because the cannon can't really see anything inside the
yeah,
like a target.
No, not properly. Back to the guards. The one is going to continue to take 2 swipes at the door.
I was going to say move him there.
No, no, it's alright. So one guard's going to take 2 swipes at the door. Are you kidding me?
Please tell me he murders himself and his friend.
I'm going to roll severity because that's... You know what? I'm going to give disadvantage on severity because that's... He makes an ass of himself. Like, you hear the cursing and swearing behind the door. And then you hear his mate just go, "Give me that, you don't be a fucking idiot. You're using the wrong end."
Yeah, by the way, my action was going to cast grease around that area, around the door.
Okay. Nice.
You never give me... Just so it covers there in case they come in. I've got another plan.
No, that's absolutely fine. Currently, the door is holding extremely well.
The plan isn't Operation Home Alone, is it?
Well, there is a fireplace. You could just, like, ski him into the fire. The second guard is going to take the guy's short sword and do 2 attacks. One of them just and does barely anything, but the second one does some damage. And the door briefly bends slightly, but immediately returns back. The arcane lock is doing the majority of the work at holding this door extremely well put together, and he's barely made a dent in the door. Because essentially the way I've done arcane lock is because it technically increases the DC to break it open. Because they're trying to break it down, I've increased its hit points and AC. Because it's, the door's essentially, it's still protecting.
You have to give it a really good shunt to try and get it open.
Yeah. Penelope? Turn 3. Yep. Okay. You again feel this, like, vacuous wind just draft. And then it, rather than it just abruptly stopping like the first time, you notice it pushes back. So the wind that went from behind you, in front of you, and out towards the door gets all pushed back, almost simultaneously, and doesn't quite blow you off your feet, but he's pretty damn strong. And then she will move to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Yeah. That's her done. Solo's done. Boomer.
Okay. Can I crack this damn door open?
You can certainly try. Roll a hit.
Wait, the door that you locked, or
Oh,
No,
the
the
other
door,
one?
the door that the cannon's
Yeah.
blasting down. Please tell me it just fires the door down the corridor.
You know
Please
what?
just. It's going to fling it at the guard.
It's a little too far away to do that, but by God, it's going to be dramatic in terms of it's going to get flung considerably. No, that's... I want reveal area.
Not hide further, reveal more.
There we go. As you see the two guards are at the door and the ballista just crack as this door just splinters open and just disintegrates almost instantaneously.
There's Boomer's cannon.
It's like a
Oh,
Here's Johnny,
yes.
but with a little turret just...
It's like. And you'll move slightly to the door and it's like. Aye.
One
The
thing
problem is, we know what this thing can do now.
One
We
thing
expect
you
it
you
in
would
battle.
notice with your cannon is the ice wall that was there is no longer there at the moment.
Now, so you get rid of these two buffoons.
Go for it, Breda.
I'm going to hold an action for a firebolt just in case they break that door.
Okay. So to the guards now. The purple one is gonna draw his crossbow and move 5 feet forward to there, pointing it at the turret, kind of unsure. He's gonna take a shot at it. Does a 21 hit?
I think it does. Although the cannon's got better AC than me. Yeah, that'll hit.
The cannon takes 6 points of piercing damage as it just fires and it's chink, and it just hits in one of the plate armors on the leg joints. And then you kind of see him half look sideways and then double look, and he'll kind of shout back, "See, we've got... Fuck, we need... No. And he will then take off down here, followed quickly in pursuit by 5, 10, 15, 20. As he's going to go to there and do... And you hear the sounds of, like, metal swinging and general combat noises. Insert generic combat noises.
Yeah.
Did he remember to collect his sword where his mate dropped it?
No, he did not. And because technically Red's got a sword because he took it off Purple. When Purple
Yeah,
didn't
and then-
know it. And Purple didn't pick up the other one.
Yeah, and then dropped it to get the crossbow, didn't he?
No, because it's short sword's one-handed, so he had both in one hand. It was just...
Oh, hand crossbow,
it's
not
just... Yeah. It's a... Yeah. Not like a heavy crossbow, it's a hand crossbow, sorry.
a... Okay, just wanted to be certain.
No. It's a fair question.
No, because you rolled a light crossbow's damage.
Oh, yeah, no, I did. Oh, yeah, no, fuck, the light crossbows aren't one-handed, aren't they?
Nope.
No, but it was took off him anyway, the sword, because... So, yeah, because...
Yeah, I thought they like traded weapons.
Yeah, they
effectively.
did, because Purple didn't know how to hit a door, and Red took it off him after he lost his.
Well, Red take the shot, didn't he?
No, Purple did. Purple took the shot, saw something down the hall, and shouted to Red, who was about to swing at the door, and then changed to follow after Purple. And then 2 combat-y noises from, you assume, Red. As it is their 2 turns. And to Boomer.
Okay, so I'm going to take the cannon around the corner. 10, 15, that's...
Yep, hang on.
Wait.
Corridor's a little bit wobbly because
Yeah. It's just, yeah. It lines up in certain places and then in other places doesn't. It's just because of Incarnate to Roll20 gigification.
Yeah, they're good now.
it's not that difficult.
Why? I clicked reveal area, but yet it decided to hide.
That's a Roll20 issue.
Okay, so what you see is you see a very, very bloody Sola. Extremely injured. As she's currently holding, like, her left arm. And you can see, like, burn marks all up her, like, forearms and stuff. From what looks like lightning. As the two guards are quickly seeing to her as best as they can.
Is the door closed?
No, it's wide open. The door that she's just come out of, which is right next to her. Here.
If there was a blast radius of 20 feet, would it go into the doorway, through that door?
Partially. Obviously, the door frame would absorb, so it'd only have a limited approach into that room because it would go through the room and then arc out like a cone, wouldn't it? Because that's kind of how it would work.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
yes, to a degree.
Okay, the cannon's going to move into range and detonate.
Okay, do you want to explain what that is? You've never done that before.
It's a new feature.
That's why
Has an action advantage to detonate if you are 60 feet of it. Do so destroys the cannon and forces each creature within 20 feet of it, making a dex save throw against my DC. And then it takes 3d8 damage if it fails and half if it succeeds.
Okay. Okay. So the two guards first. We'll do those. So we'll do red.
So I'll delete the cannon.
Followed by purple. I'm pretty sure 14 fails as well.
Yes.
And
DC
then
16.
For Solar. Nope, they all fail.
Boomer, say the thing.
Yeah. Boom. As it takes.
There's nothing more Boomer.
Boom. You can just see Boom's got a little grin on his face right now when he tells the cannon to boom.
No one can see that.
Yeah.
The camera zooms in on the smirk, and then
and that's force damage.
Yeah, no. They all take it incredibly so, and you watch as not dead, but Sola does go down on death saves.
him and Penelope are going to take out Sola for us.
No, the things that happened in the other room did considerable damage to her and put her pretty close, and that was enough to top her over the edge. As she just kind of falls, like kind of half gets blown backwards, not into the next square, but
You getting ready to move into the fight?
Yeah, so I'll go there. Obviously, careful with Grease. Unlocking the door.
okay.
Just give the password and just
Yeah.
jump off the table to get over your grease.
Is my experience no, I won't be a player, will it?
Is grease a thingy?
Action.
No, is
Concentration.
it
I think
concentration?
is.
Yeah.
Grease, not thingy.
Oh,
No.
no.
No, then yes, you've still got expeditious.
Oh.
Okay, so that, and I'll move to there.
And you'll see as you saw through the... Because I know you technically can't see through the turret size, but I would imagine the turret is relaying information back. So
Yeah.
you're getting, see two people, blah, blah, blah.
Have I still got my action, I'm guessing?
No, you used it to blow it up. You said as an action.
No. Oh, yeah.
It just
No.
sounded like fatality. Sorry.
Well, we're at the finisher part, but yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fine. That's all.
Might want to
matters.
hold your reaction for shield so you can kill her next turn.
Hmm.
Well, Penelope's got to go, yeah.
Mm.
I think that's the end of your go, though.
Yes.
Okay. The guards' turn. Like, rocking from the impact and seeing what happened. Oh, fuck. What the fuck was that? Fuck. And you'll see him fumble into his pouch and pull out a healing potion. The purple one will spend an action to feed it to Sulla. Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So she's on 10 hit points. Jesus Christ, I've never rolled a HP potion that well.
And you never will again.
Yeah, no, you can guarantee it. The one time I do it is for fucking bad guys.
You heard it here first. Danny declared that the Sulla was a bad guy.
Yeah, got it. Flip it, somebody, quick. Sorry.
Oh no, the bot got deleted.
Shame that, innit? No, the other guard, like, shouts at him, "You get her up, I'll deal with the little fucker." And the red one will turn around to you as I drop my pen again. No, it's because Fluff taking up all my desk recently. I'm having to balance like 3 books, my notebook and everything all on my lap. It's a problem. But yeah. He's gonna turn around and with the sword. Actually no. Actually, yeah, no, he's gonna do that instead. He's gonna pull out a set of manacles. And you'll speak a command word into them and then throw them in your direction. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Come on, Boomer.
And I'll add another flash of genius to it, so that's a 20.
That is enough. As they hit you and you immediately see them open up and go to latch around your wrists and and you feel the arcane manipulation trying to force your arms into subjugation, and you're able to shake it off and throw it, and throwing them onto the floor, they stop moving and go inert. And they stop moving. Fucking hell.
This is intense.
I think it would have been for her, just 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Penelope's done.
Right, what's Penelope?
Okay. Boomer.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, shit, Sulla. Sorry, Sulla.
Sulla.
So what? Penelope's down as well by the looks of that, then.
Maybe. So yeah, Sulla's gonna get up carefully. Get in there. Deal with it. And gesturing into the room she came out of. And she's gonna, like, move in and, like, point out to the purple guard here something in the room and basically ask him to finish it. Boomer, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm going to use a spell slot to get my cannon back.
Boomer,
Yeah.
before you do anything, I would just like to point out you have the ability to move through creatures that are larger than you space. As a halfling.
So in theory, you could run through these guys.
I know I can run through him, but will he not evoke opportunity attacks, though?
Entirely.
But
So
there's
if I
also the possibility to
say
be able
that-
to see what's going on in the room.
Oh, no, say that. If I moved there, it wouldn't, would it?
Nope, but you'd be then surrounded.
Yeah.
Just an option if you wanted to get into the room, you could.
Okay, I'll do this.
Penelope needs your help.
I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying.
No, that's not a bad. I just obviously with the nimbleness, you just don't really say. Well, obviously I'm engaged the two, but the new opportunity Tax opportunity.
The other thing is,
Okay,
you still have
so-
expeditious retreat. You could just pump it.
Yeah. Okay, so what's in this room then?
Okay, well, you need to get to here to be able to see into the room.
That's one attack of opportunity you'd take to get to there.
Oh, is it further down the thing is?
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
door's the
door.
other side of purple. Yeah, the
Okay.
doors aren't easily visible on this. My bad. So...
Unarmed strike.
No, he's the one with the sword. It's Purple's sword, remember? That he took. Why? Fucking reveal, please.
Doesn't lag, does it? It's not.
Well, I'm doing the reveal area, and it's... Yeah,
It's hiding it.
it hides it. Hang on, I'm going to do the polygon reveal. It takes longer, but yeah.
At least you can.
This is where you wanted Penelope all the time.
Do that as well.
Can I? Okay.
You see whatever Sol was pointing at.
Yeah, which is through here into the tiled area of the room.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move.
But one before first, attack of opportunity from red.
Yeah.
No, doesn't hit.
No. Okay, so I'm going to move into, well, just around the seat, so that's another attack opportunity, I'm guessing.
Yep. Nope.
And then I'm going to move up into this corner, see what's going on.
And as you do that, you see this.
Ah!
Kind of under the water with like the two legs, like kind of sticking over the side. Evan, you would recognise this as where you met Sola when you took Vian with you.
I met Sola.
Penelope, you know what I mean.
Same person. It's actually a rogue clone.
Ah, shit.
But yeah, you kind of see the two legs like just over the side of it, but her entire torso and like mid to lower body is just under the water as the little steam vapors like rise above, and you see the bubbles just. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, I'll use an action to grab her out.
Okay,
Not to get her out of the water.
I'd say that's. Yeah, I'll give it you.
There was something else I wanted to do, but I can't.
Did you have like a potion or something you could give her, or?
I think shouldn't he have cure wounds? Being a artificer.
Yeah,
He's cast- What?
Yeah, you could have just cast Cure Wounds into her.
What, while she's in the water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have just pulled her head up a little bit and cast Cure Wounds.
And did
Do you want to do that instead?
damage.
Yes, please.
Roll a cure wounds, my guy.
I shall do that. At third level to.
It's getting intense.
I mean, if it was really intense and cinematic, you know what the healing, the Cure Wounds touch would be. But he's not that romantic, so
Damn.
Get him, get him, get him.
We'll give her the kiss of life.
pretty much. Wouldn't be surprised if he did.
You might do.
Okay. So as you do that, like she like sticks her head up and like jolts up as as she takes a big deep breath in. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, purple is gonna go 5, 10, 15. He's going to hold his action to fire his crossbow, Penelope, for his friend to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30 today. He's going to try and squeeze round the bit of wall, because it's not like a full wall. It's like, those
A half wall thing.
yeah, you know the zigzaggy walls with where they're paper thin. It's one of those.
Okay.
I don't know what
So
the proper
it's not-
name of
it's
it's
not-
called.
Difficult for him terrain for him to climb over
No,
it.
no, no. I don't know what it's called, but you know the things where they fold away and you can put them up against a wall or something and then unfold them and like they stand up. I don't know what they're called.
A little privacy screen thing.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that would
it's
be
one of
that.
those pretty much. And he pushes round and past it, and will make 2 attacks at Penelope with advantage because she's currently prone. So first attack doesn't hit. Second attack does hit for 5 points of damage, which will take it down to 13. And then the crossbow shot, which is going to be at disadvantage. Thank you, Ashley. Because prone. Thank God for disadvantage. But he will get sneak attack on this now. Because
Damn rogue.
it's the first time that either of them have hit.
No. If he's got any kind of disadvantage at all, sneak attack does not work.
Oh, you're right, yeah, and doesn't have disadvantage. Nice. So it still doesn't go through. Well, shit. He's still going to do the damage, but yeah, that sucks. 10 points of damage. She's still up. Barely.
Now would be the time for a Misty Step and a fucking run.
Yeah, it's Penelope's turn. Given the position she's in. Oh, does she do that? No, she can't. Well, she can, but...
Come on.
Just
I
do
know,
it.
dude.
You have what choice? You're desperate.
Fuck it.
She's about to die. No whole balls, isn't it?
Well, she's going to do what she tried earlier, and she's going to cast Banish on Sola. Because she was going to do something else, but she really can't do that. So,
Well, that erupted in the whole tent.
well, the plan was to cast... I forgot the name of the wing. But basically, turn off the demi-plane and just, like, shut it all off instantly as, like, a failsafe. I forget the... what's the fucking spell called? I can't remember.
Demi plan.
No, the... it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Danny's had a brain fart. Huh?
I'm not her, so she can't have this thought.
What?
Was she intrigued about the spell?
Banish herself and Boomer.
Yeah, I've already declared she's trying to banish Sola, but yeah, that would have been a good idea. Yeah. But Sola's got to make a save. That is a fail. That is a fail. Sola is banished. Actually, no, it'd be better to put her on the DM list so I know where she is. She kind of just stands up slowly and just kind of assessing everything around her. Sola does Aggie noises. Boomer.
Okay, so... I'm going to summon the Kangain in like a handheld form.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother putting... it's going to... So I can easily direct. It's going to be a the flamethrower.
Okay.
So the idea is... what's it? 15... It's a 15-foot cone, obviously, to try and get both these two in, obviously missing myself and Penelope out.
To do that, you'd have to be going from here.
Yeah. You'd have to, like, jump into the water. Because, like, Penelope's currently stood in the water at the minute, and you'd kind of have to, like, jump next to it to get that sort of angle.
Yeah, I'll do that then. So,
He's got in a bedroom. He's got in a bath with her. Jesus.
All in one night.
No.
Isn't that like second
Well-
and third base and stuff?
Life and
Okay.
death combat. I think he just went straight for the home run there.
Yeah. Okay. Can both guards make me a dex saving throw, please?
Yep. They will both make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a fail on both.
I haven't rolled it.
They.
I haven't rolled it.
My God, they've not
I haven't
Oh.
rolled any.
rolled yet. I don't think.
No.
Or is it not?
Did yeah, Fluff stood on my mic and.
Oh, did it?
No, so. So we'll go top to bottom. So purple saved.
Dave Tristan's
14 points of fire damage to red and
half.
seven to purple.
Yeah. As I got a last little weapon, I'll flamethrower in my hand. And then just add insult to injury more. Can I see? Is that red? Is it?
No, red's
No,
the closer.
Red there.
Red one.
purple-
Okay.
purple's
Can I?
here.
Am I able to tap purple?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll then use a firebolt on purple.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
A 17 will still hit though.
Do that. So then that's 2d10 damage.
Plus a D8, I believe.
My d8. Yeah. That's 14 points of fire damage on top.
Here's what you tried to dodge earlier.
Yeah, no, he's starting to look pretty damn hurt now.
I can imagine you've got a little version of the cannon in one hand and the wand in the other. Just
Yeah. Like,
No, yeah, no. The purple one specifically starting to look pretty damn rough now, but it is the guard's turn, unless you've got anything else left.
no, that is everything.
Purple's going to make his shot against Penelope. With a 22, that hits. That is 5 points of damage, which will do her in anyway, regardless of what sneak attack does. Which will break the concentration, and jumping back into existence here will be... Sol, I nearly said Penelope then. I'm getting confused with the two because they are very similar characters, but it makes sense when you find out that Penelope taught Sola, as you heard earlier. Red is going to make 2 swings at the now down to Penelope. So they're going to be with advantage. So the first one misses. And the second one hits, which is 2 death save fails. That is lucky. As their turn comes to an end, Penelope has got to make a death saving throw with 2 fails on board.
flash of genius.
Yeah.
Does that work on saving throws as well?
Yeah.
Nice. Which will bring it to a 10, because it's a +5, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it a save.
No, it's not +5, is it? I just realised it's a +4.
Oh, is it only a
Oh,
four?
no, yeah. Oh,
It's plus
It's
brutality.
Modifier.
Metallic mod. Yeah, +4.
So it won't be enough.
No, not enough.
Ah.
As
Bye bye, Penelope.
she gets shot with the crossbow and falls backwards, and then the guard pushes around you and just takes 2 thrusting stabs down at her. The first one missing because of you trying to push him off, and the second one hits and does like a large gouge, and then you kind of just hear that loud the expirated breath as Penelope died. Sola's turn. Fuck. And you kind of just see her for a moment take a few steps forward. Almost as if that wasn't what was meant to happen. Fuck. And we'll grab the two, pull out one of the crystals, the similar crystals to what the Assassins of the Atriox had before. Fuck. And we'll just grab the two guards and crush the crystal in the hand and cast teleport.
Ah.
But you gain the idea that was not meant to happen in the slightest.
Yeah.
You see, as Penelope dies, you see Solo that immediate, oh fuck.
Couldn't bloody throw my bloody gun coming at it. I mean,
As they teleport out. But she did not, like, Sola did not look happy. As you're kind of left there for a moment. What do you do?
I'd take her over and lie on the bed.
Ooh, what are you doing, mate?
Let's not do this. Let's not go here.
I'm really
It's not
laying her to
time.
rest, not actually letting her just die floating in a pool.
No.
We had to break up the tension somehow. It's gone really tense. Sorry.
You take her over. It takes a bit of effort, but you lie her on the bed.
What? You could go Frankie around, like, can he find one of the clones?
Make just an investigation check. And for the sake of what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly open up the entire map just so you guys can see. Because I'd imagine, obviously, looking around, you probably would. You would actually find in a shielded area, this bedroom down here that you can see,
Yeah.
there's the door, because that's the room you've been staying in when you stay there.
Mm.
You would notice that there's a shimmering ward on the door, like a ward keeping things in or out.
Yeah.
It's still up at the moment. And the spell I've just realised, the spell I was trying to think of earlier was Dispel Magic, sorry. Penelope was considering a high-level Dispel Magic on her own fucking plane.
Oh.
To basically shut you off, kick everyone out.
Yeah. Would have been a bad idea. So I'm seeing like a shimmer light through that doorway.
Yeah, it's on the door. It's keeping something in or something out, as usually wards do.
I'll try and open the door.
It's locked currently. Like, you can't open it.
Okay then. I shall then cast Dispel Magic then.
What level?
3, that's the only one I can do.
3.
Yeah.
That's enough. That is enough. As the shimmer just and just vanishes, and the door is unlocked. It was only locked by this ward. As you see, the clones were corralled inside. I didn't put the tokens in because I didn't think I'd need to.
No. I was going quickly like. Yeah, I was going quickly to one of the clones. Quick, she's down. Can you get her back? Just frankly waving up on.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check for them just to see if they know.
What clones you got to know something?
No, it's more like taking inventory of what they have and stuff.
Yeah, throughout their different stores.
Like down. Like what? Just hurt or?
No, dead. You get it back.
And one of the clones will just like with like a moment of inspiration with the natural 20. Just one of you get the bowl. Take us to Havelter. We know the people at the church there. And we'll fade away from that as the intention is to open the portal to Havelter as they seem to know connections with the clergy there.
Oh, still hope yet.
To the boat. To the people on the boat.
Yeah, Jim, but not even ours.
The sailing is clean and it is enjoyable. You guys have been making your way after going into the open ocean, being careful with the ship and moving northward, watching this ship disappear into the horizon, going in the direction of the Isle of Helvetica. Its intentions, its crew, anything is now lost to you and unknown to you all. But the travel is mundane, but pleasant. It's nice sometimes to not have to deal with choppy weather or random fish monsters that climb up and try and eat your face. You know, the life of a sailor is a tough one in the land of Terra. But is there anything people wish to do on their travels?
I'm doing what I've been doing with all my downtime.
And that is?
Homework.
Okie coke. Anyone else? If not, I'll go back to Adam and wrap this up.
I'll continue being up the mast, watching out, and being a good ship guy.
We continue on, ready and prepare to arrive about mid-morning.
Some point on the trip as well, Vienna's going to try and poke Hailra for help in learning how to use shield.
Yeah, I'll spend some time showing her how to use a shield. So if we could, I don't know if this is what you're aiming at, but maybe if we could do a training a skill to give us shield proficiency.
Cough, cough, I'll have it next level anyway. Cough, cough.
I know. Get us on board. Please, Mr. Mason, you have just killed an NPC that we
and has more than likely ability to resurrect her. And
Wait,
I mean,
it's traumatic.
I mean, the only reason why there's even a chance is because it was a really, really big roll.
I mean, if you want the real piss take, there's someone in Arbanum who has Revivify, who he has Ascending Stone to.
Oh, who's that?
Dear.
Who is it?
Dear.
Oh.
No, Kina. She's still in Arbanum. Just outside, relative to everyone else fucked off with the boat.
At this point.
Well, no, not at this point, but like the fight broke out and I'm like, ah, cool, he's got reinforcements like down the road. No? Okay.
He had a ton of reinforcements, he just decided not to use them.
oh, there's a lot of things that I want to be asking, but now is not the time.
Oh yeah, no.
What is
the
this
rest
to
of it
Boomer,
more
you
just-
mean?
And you.
Okay. Well, we can like go through the questions at the end of the session.
Mm.
Okey-dokey. If we have time.
Well, if not, we can obviously talk at some point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by that.
But yeah. So yeah, no, you're able to train at different points of time.
Cool. Yeah, I will show her how to use the shield and I mean, by the end of it, Vian will be a bit, bruised, probably fell on her ass several times. Like, Howard does not go easy. She is going to teach her through use of, actual teaching rather than, taking 6 months because she's scared of hurting Vian. Better that Howard does it in a safe environment than somebody else in a not safe environment. So yeah, I'll beat the shit out of Vian nicely. Does that make sense?
I'll beat
She's a
the
tough
crap
girl,
out
she's
of that.
fine.
We're on the
Vian,
dice.
Vian, very nicely, you have the shit kicked out of you for a bit.
I'm fine.
So
I mean, I don't actually punch her. It's just more so that if she's going to come at me, I will batter her with like my shield to knock her back.
do
Almost be like,
you shout
it's like-
shield? Do you shout shield every time she doesn't get the shield off?
no. I mean, I'm guessing I probably won't use my actual spells, but I will show her how to use a shield in order to block attacks coming from, myself or anybody else. If someone else would like to go for the end, we'll probably use Greytail at some point because he's got fists and he's very fast. He needs to probably keep up with that. If that is okay with Grey.
Well, I've spent probably a couple of days kind of on my own, looking a bit tense, doing a lot of meditations for a couple of days, and then I kind of, after the 2-3 days, he kind of relaxes and becomes a bit more himself. And then I'll punch the shit out of Ian.
Did
I'm
he
just going to stay off the.
Did he remember the medication? Did he remember the medication that I was supposed to be taking?
No. I wish I had. I'd have been smoking a lot of it.
Odd, shall we?
For a few days, and then he's fine.
Probably about the time the boat shows up is when he goes back to normal.
Which boat? Multiple boats now. We've got to
The
look
one
at
that was
them.
behind us.
The boat that we dodged.
At about 3 days as well, by the way, Eventine, which, just for out of character knowledge, syncs up with this combat here that was just witnessed.
Yep.
At the moment Penelope dies, Evan feels like, when you see something coming to hit you and your body immediately braces for impact? You don't see nothing, but you get the feeling of, as... Make a strength saving throw as you feel as if like a wave of energy just hits you like a truck.
Does what now?
Apparently, I'm getting attacked by the ghost of Penelope.
Hmm.
I'm about to say she
Not
died
quite.
in She died in Boomer's arms, and she came running to me.
Oh, poor Boomer.
Think of it more like a rubber band is attached to you and pulled really, really far away and then let go.
Okie dokie.
As you don't manage
I like
to...
that idea of keep tapping him.
Yeah, as the wave catches you is such surprise. It doesn't do any damage, but it knocks you off it knocks you prone. Doesn't hurt, it does, it hurts, obviously, knocking over. But not enough to do damage, but knocks you prone and, sweeps you off your feet.
Okie dokie.
And this just happens out of absolute nowhere.
Where are you at this time? Are you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk.
This is like middle of the day almost.
Probably considering the party's suggestion that I rest, I would probably be in my room anyway.
Yeah,
So
so
I
like
probably
it would
would've-
probably be enough to throw you off the bed almost.
So it is to the fact that I was actually in bed and get shot out of it rather than
Yeah, as if you just got shoved sideways 2 or 3 foot.
He's in Cass's room, being sad.
No,
Alright.
he's actually quite happy at the moment. Well, he was until he got kicked out of bed.
he was until the world decided no, get out of bed.
Well, if that wasn't a thing for me saying I've got to get up and get moving, that's a sign from the universe right there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I just can't anymore. I'm not just, yeah. If Cass knew, she would be so angry right now.
If Cass knew, the problem would have been fixed already.
Hmm.
Then again, if Cass knew, this probably wouldn't have happened in the first place.
But is there anything you do about
What?
this as this happens to you?
I try and see if I get any sense of understanding of what in the hell that was.
The only thing you gain is, like I said, you get the sense of feeling. It was almost something attached to you, like a rubber band was pulled extremely far away and then let go. Your body got the feeling of that letting go and kind of braced for impact, but even that wasn't enough as you just get slammed. It's your interpretation is your own. There is no more evidence or understanding with an intelligence of 6. Yeah, it's going to be a tough ask.
I go and find Vianne.
Mm-hmm.
If she's probably in the moment of...
You go up to top deck to find Vienna, like during Sparper, and as you call her name, she kind
She's
of goes...
under attack from 2 different people. Help!
Like, she's currently, like, hiding behind a shield, like, with Hera purposely hitting the shield rather than Vianne, as, like, practice. Yeah. And then, as you call for Vianne kind of lifts her head up and lowers the shield slightly, and just as Hera goes, "Shield!" and crack, and, like, jars her a little bit, like, oh, fucking scares the shit out of her, because she got distracted by you.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Uh-huh. Good to take 5 for a moment?
Yeah. I think.
And
with that, I'll try and just Misty Step free of the next incoming punch.
And just so you know, Boomer, this is technically happening simultaneously as where we left off.
Yeah.
So the Penelope clones, a couple of them leave in Havilter and with the intention of going and seeking out someone from the church that they know owes Penelope a favour. And while they're gone, this conversation's going on.
Yeah, so as Vianne kind of comes over and...
She takes 1 step away from Hailra, and then is behind Evan.
Well, yeah, Hera doesn't bother at this point. She's gone and, like, you know, having a drink from her water skin and that kind of thing. Break time.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll ask how the training's going in a second. Have you had a chat with our friend at all yet today?
Not today. She usually gives me homework at night, and then I spend the next day working on it.
Could you speak to her now, please? Just check if everything's okay. You don't need to do it so quietly if you'd like to speak to her later.
Yeah, I can...
Just check in, make sure it's alright, that Evan asks if if she's had to go into a contingency.
Ring, 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 ring. Evan asked if you went inside of a contingent something.
As you say, like about that, as you kind of saying that contingency is.
Did I? Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Different character. Here we go. Did I?
Nope.
DM?
Nope. Nothing happens, Cass.
No. I'm getting the lay of the land, but quite alright. What is wrong?
I don't know. Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, damn it. Have it.
I'd say you can continue the conversation later, but
yeah.
Do you...
No, she's just confused.
Pull out the... At that point, I will pull out the sending stone to Boomer.
Mm-hmm.
Boomer,
a minute, did Leanne just do that in front of all of us?
Yep.
I pulled Vian aside and made a very quiet conversation of it happening.
Yeah, but don't forget, like, half the party is already slightly suspicious of Leanne. I don't know if...
Subtle
Yeah,
spell
but-
says hi.
Yeah, but her having a conversation to me, it's not like she has to suddenly shout, "Hey, Cass," to the sky.
Well, last time that you had just a conversation, she ended up running halfway across the ship, and then you fell out of the crow's nest. So...
Well, I'm still here. I haven't gone flying, so...
I know. But you get my point, right? Like, what?
Well, that's why I covered it up by having a conversation with her
Yeah.
and kept it quiet.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like, if you actively watched for spellcasting, you probably saw her at least play with something spellcasting related, but that was probably the tail end of it.
I think Kara, who's the closest, wouldn't have paid that much attention and would be, stretching a little bit and pushing out her muscles.
So at that point,
Sending
Kind
a
of.
stone to Boomy, yeah.
I'd say, a kind of a hand on the end shoulder and just say thank you. Sending stone to Boomer. Boomer, is everything okay there, or has something happened? Get the feeling something's gone wrong somewhere.
Solidus attacked us. Penelope is currently dead and trying to revive her.
Be careful with words. I don't know how many you've got left, but it's not a lot.
You've used the majority of that.
Solid
end of the
attack.
Yeah, that's
us. Penelope's dead. Currently trying to revive her. You've used 11.
He's 11, is that all?
Yeah, he's got 14 left.
Yeah.
Sola attacked us. Penelope is dead. Currently trying to revive her. Yeah, it's 11.
Okay.
That's all I would say anyway, because obviously he's
Panicked.
He's panicking and like trying to get.
Okay, so we've used the stone on our end. We can't communicate with Boomer again.
Unless he
actually-
does it.
Yeah, that would have gone through.
Yes, different plane. Technically, yeah.
Again, that's just me knowing.
No,
just
no,
how
it is a
people-
valid point. I'd completely forgotten that, yeah, because it's a different plane. So, yeah, you're fine.
I kind of just turned back to the rest and just. Right, I've just heard news. Sola has just attacked Penelope. She's currently dead. They are trying to revive her. And I make this announcement to whoever's there on the ship.
Which very quickly would get passed to every member on the ship.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know the full details. We've only got a brief message, but she's currently dead and they're working to revive.
Is this the end of their side of the ceasefire? Or something completely external to you?
I have no idea. I do not know the details. All I know is that Sola specifically came to attack. Penelope is dead. They are working to revive. I don't know where they're going, how they're doing so. All I know is that's what they're doing. We won't know more until Boomer is able to get in contact with us. The moment we're too far away to be able to do any kind of help. We just need to get to town, and then we can
If the tent
Find
still
out.
works.
if the
How
tent
do
still
you
works.
contact your friends?
Hmm?
You have two friends, right? The one with the little imp that seems to know more than it seems to know, and the one, the mercenary, Zyrella. She seems to have some input into their
I-
activity.
You call her a friend, but yeah.
I cannot see Zyrella around here anywhere, and the imp only shows up when he wants to. When
When he wants to slap you in the face.
Yes, that didn't need it to be stated.
I mean, is it any harm in trying to reach out? I don't know how it works.
I don't have the ability to reach out.
Hmm.
The only thing we've got to reach out to anyone can only reach Boomer. and we can't do that until tomorrow or later.
No, I understand. I was just trying to look at options. Obviously, you must all be concerned seeing as your friend is now trapped in Arbenham. Boomer is trapped.
Well, we have no idea where he's trapped, what abilities. There's still about 12 or so Penelopes running around. It's just the main Penelope is currently no longer living.
Was
I
this...
have no idea how much power the other Penelopes have. If they were able to overwhelm what I imagine to be like 12 spellcasters all at once, is something. How they managed to do that is something beyond me. And I would very much like to know how that happened.
I mean, when we get to Dunvast, I can put the feelers out to see if anybody is starting to notice high levels of magic or anything along those lines.
We'll be able to get to town pretty quick and find out more information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boomer, back to you. Moments seem like hours, and hours like weeks. The two Penelopes that left, and the other ones are kind of with you, stroke with Penelope. Cautious and unsure, and like obviously sad. And the two Penelopes are gone for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. You don't know. And eventually will return with what looks like a cleric of some sort, one of Torm. Father Mateo, please, you know you owe her great deeds for the things that she's done for the church. Surely this is time to pay it back, right? She needs our help. She needs your help. Right. Let me look her over and give me a moment. And you'll see this cautious, very broad man will put on a small pair of glasses and hold a symbol out and just kind of look her over and assess the damage, as it were. Right. It's too far gone for that. No, that won't work. Yes, I think there's something I can do. So, let's take her back to the church. Put her somewhere proper, and there is a ritual I can do. Yes, that may work. Hopefully.
Anything I can help with?
No, nothing at the moment, but... Young man, please stay here and look after her belongings and other whatnots. I'm going to take the young miss here to the church and perform a ritual of resuscitation. Hopefully, it's not been too far gone. Out of character, he's going to go and seek aid in casting Raise Dead, because it is long overdue for Revivify. Yeah. Revivify is a minute, yeah. And Raise Dead's up to 10 days, which he's more than within.
Yeah, obviously Boomer doesn't have anything like that.
No. The church does, because this is one of the bigger churches, considering you're in Havelto, which is the internationally shown capital, but is obviously disputed between the three clans. It's the clan's main place for the central region.
This is where we had to deal with the not wolf.
Exactly, yeah, that's the place. Isn't
this where Argyle is as well?
Out of character.
Out of character, sorry. Not in character.
Out of character, that's where he teleported to in his one shot. Whether he's still there now or not, you guys don't know. I know, but you don't.
Okay, what I'll do is I'd ask obviously when they're gone, I'd ask the Penelopes to close every access point.
That's already been done.
So then,
Like,
I've already done it.
the only one that was open is the one to Havelter, because obviously, granted, it was in the day this happened. Great, later in the day, like not like hustle and bustle, middle of the day. You're talking like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
The only one that was open is the one to Havelter, which gets essentially closed behind them. No, they already have done that.
No, that's fair enough. It's got a bit of a defence.
Is there anything you want to discuss with them or not?
The world map.
What, do you want to put the map up?
Please.
Yeah, because obviously this map's technically no longer needed at the moment.
No.
Yeah, you could just delete this map at this point, really. I mean, we don't need it anymore.
You say that.
There you go. So yeah, just so you
So-
know, you're in Havelter here. The party's about here, on the way to Dunvast.
Am I technically in Havertz itself or in?
You're in the
pop-
demi-plane. The door that
Yeah.
was opened, because think of it like a portal, essentially. It's was opened in Havelter and they've stepped out and in of. If you
I've
needed
got
to
my,
leave yourself, you could.
Not at the minute. I'll just say to one of the clones. Obviously, my party's on its way to Dunvast. If it could potentially open that access point for them to come in, they might be able to assist them dealing with this issue.
When they get there, yeah, we can bring them in. But unfortunately, until they get there, we can't do anything at the moment.
No, that's fine. Is there anything we can do to try and shield this place even more so we don't get another suspected surprise attack?
No, not at the minute, no, unless we use some of the items that Penelope made. We ourselves only had a limited amount of magical potential before we could no longer use it.
Oh, so you're limited to what items you can use?
Well, spells that we can cast ourselves, yes.
Just that.
So let me double check if I'm getting the wording of that right.
Yeah.
Simulacrums, basically, every time they cast a spell, they don't recharge it.
That's what it is, yeah. So essentially,
And Penelope.
these already tapped out simulacrums.
Ah, okay.
Does that answer a couple of questions you had? Because I heard you mention how could they get past 12 casters, but it's like technically yes, technically no, but yeah.
Well, it's still how did they manage to get past 12 casters that would have had all of their spell slots? If you're saying Penelope replenishes them daily or something.
Oh no, they don't. That's the point. They are essentially non-magical, quote unquote, because they've used them in previous exploits, and that's it. But yeah. So
Okay. I'll send a message back to Evan.
yeah, because you can send your sending.
Yeah. Penelope being sent to Haverter for revival. Come to the tent in Dunvast. I will make sure it's open for you. No, yeah.
You got that message, Evan? And this is about, like I said, about 2 hours ish after the initial message you send.
So. Okay, keep us apprised of anything that happens. Let us know the moment she is restored. And we will be with you when we can.
It's fair.
Stay strong would be the last little.
Hmm.
I'd say stay strong, stay vigilant, and that'll be it.
Okay, is the clone for Dunvast there currently?
They're all available currently.
Apart from 2 that went with the father again. They're
Yeah.
all there, so odds are the Dunvast one is there.
Okay, I'll try and find that with Dunvast. That's
I mean,
one.
the other thing is they are technically interchangeable in that sense. Any of them can open any of them. It's just each one is assigned a city for the sake of, just ease.
Yeah, but I'm after that specific one though.
Okay,
Because that one will probably have knowledge of the local area more than the others.
that's a fair point. So me roll a d20, as long as it's not like Nat 1 or something. Yeah, the Dunvast Penelope is there.
Yeah. Has there been any reports lately in Dunvast of any trouble or anything suspiciously going on?
Apart from the dock workers reporting their worries, no, not really. Not since what happened when you guys were last there. Things have been relatively quiet. People move through, and there's been odd jobs, sure, but nothing massively out of the ordinary.
As long as they can get into dock and without any trouble.
Well, there's been claims of like mysterious and creepy singing on the shorelines and things, and messing with people's minds and things like this. But the dock itself seems okay.
Is it still manned and that initially, or is it quiet?
Barely. Throughout the day it usually is, but it's at night where these claims all come from, and a lot of the work that normally went on at night is pretty much abandoned.
How far are the party away initially?
We've still got about another 3.5 to go.
About 3.5 days. Yeah, they're about halfway. Because what it was when I got you to roll the d6 earlier, that was on what day this occurred +1.
Yeah.
So it was whether it happened when you were in Dunvast or
So it happened on day 4 then.
3, because he rolled a 2.
Okay, I'll send Senny, but obviously next day.
I'm pretty sure you rolled 2, didn't you?
3
I
on
rolled
2.
2d6s across. The first was a 3, the second was a 2.
Oh, so it would have been day 4, sorry, then.
Yeah.
So you got about 2.5 days-ish.
Yeah. So we'll be arriving about 8 o'clock in the morning in about 2 days' time.
Okay, I'll do a message, but that obviously that following day. First of all, I'd go to the Penelope, back to Penelope again. Is there anything that I can use to try and defend ourselves for the time being?
Well, I mean...
He has access to all of Penelope's shit at the moment.
No, I mean, that's literally what she was going to... The Penelope respond like, I mean, there's the things in the store, but if we need, I'm sure you could make use of something. As gestures to magical vault of pretty much anything you can think of.
Adam, break out the DMG.
I haven't got the DMG, I need it.
No. Yeah,
That's the only book I need.
he's got access to a lot of shit here.
Okay, have a look in the back of Xanathar's, because it'll give you a list of everything on rarities, and then you just pick and choose and ask questions.
Yeah, but stealing whilst your girlfriend's dead is a bit dodgy.
No,
Stealing
Now
your dead...
she's dead.
No,
He's
no.
looting.
Stealing. He's
Looting...
using his girlfriend's shit to defend his girlfriend's shit.
Yeah, but looting his dead girlfriend, dead crush's shit is pretty interesting.
He's going through the fact that she, basically, for context, she owns a gun store. To defend the place, she's looking for the biggest, most powerful weapons to sit there at the front door with it ready. He ain't looting, he's planning to use it.
It's it's all in perspective.
Fine, he'll leave some cash on the register if needs be.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, he also has, like, her 11, 12 twin sisters there who've said it's okay.
Tell you what, I'd be doing that.
What, the twin sisters?
No looting. Yeah, well, not looting. Borrowing equipment.
Tell you one of the items that you can
Hang on.
find that might be of use to you, that might help, is you come across a staff. And it's a metal, like, it's twisted. It's like 3 bars of metal that have all been twisted into like this braided, like, knot of a staff that then splits and arcs into jagged points at the end that crackles with a faint blue energy. And on the sign for it, it is the Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Oh, very, very frightening me.
It is a +2 quarterstaff that has a number of properties and spells that can be cast through it. You have the ability to cast Thunderclap, Lightning Strike, Thunder, and hits you make with this staff do an extra 2d6 lightning damage as well.
Ooh.
Granted, these spells are limited use, naturally.
Yeah, take it something like a magic missile, you where one.
No, they are each 1 use each, and then recharge at dawn.
Ah.
This is a higher level item. than
Yeah,
what
it
you're
is.
thinking.
No, this is a like at the end of the day, I'm gonna point out some of the bigger and better things because that's what you're looking for.
Mm.
Let me just find the name of it because I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a necklace. Is the other thing that might be useful to you.
Hey, does it go around the neck?
No, it doesn't actually.
I don't think it's a necklace then.
Ah, that's a shame. Yes, the other thing that you'd be able to get your hands on is a
dear.
necklace of fireballs.
Sage Muse.
which currently has 7 beads hanging around it.
Ooh. I'm gonna equip myself like bloody Arnold.
No, it's going to
Schwarzenegger.
be more like Hot Fuzz, you know, when he gets the entire gun armory and just walks on the horse. Like, walks into town with his horse and just, like, load it up.
Okay, what I also want to do as well, obviously within the... Can I detect where soldiers are landed?
What do you mean?
Obviously where he bumped in, well, teleported in.
Oh, where they teleported in? No, you wouldn't be able to figure that out.
No. I just roughly know where they've come from.
Mm-hmm.
From that
I mean,
corridor. plus.
it also wouldn't be teleport, but yeah.
Ah, yeah. Playing chef, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one spell that we really, really, really need.
Mm,
And she had 2 disposable ones by the sound of it.
yeah.
The way it is explained, because if you ask the questions to the clones, the way
Yeah.
that entry was gained, it was actually through Arbinum. They entered through the tent, taking the clone inside with, which caused a bit of a warning, like you know how the alarm spell is, where you get the little dingling in the back of the head,
Yeah.
which then the other clones came to investigate and were caught up in the issue of.
Oh, so Penelope didn't lock him up in there?
Nope.
Potentially. Ah.
It seems, and the reason why it was maintained was because it was Sola, the one that had the concentration on it.
12 of them could have at least cast, you know, Fireball cantrip, and that's like 12 cantrips.
It is
all
it
blasting.
is a fair point.
Yeah, because obviously I still learning how this little how they all work.
You know,
Quick
I've thought
question.
about it, and I think this is actually a big cover-up, and I think Evan's on the right track with this not making any sense. And actually, Penelope's not even dead. That was one of her clones. And
I
this
did
was
have a
done
question.
so we would trust Penelope when she's rezzed again.
I
On
was
that
thinking,
point-
is it a decoy clone?
I'd say we haven't. I'd say we aren't actually watching the raised dead happen. So
Sorry, Danny.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
You say that Solar was the one concentrating on whatever was keeping
The barrier, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't she class Wall of Force?
No.
Wall of Ice.
Wall of
Sorry.
Ice.
Yes.
Dan get knocked
Is it
unconscious.
concentrating?
No, she never got. Oh wait, no, she did. Oh shit.
Yeah?
Oh, that's a Danny mistake. Don't worry about it.
I'm checking because I was like,
Hey.
oh,
hang on. Are we talking about Wall of Ice or Wall of? What are we talking about here?
It was Wall of Ice that was used, but the fact that she went unconscious, the concentration should have broken. That's a Danny thing.
Hang on. Keeping the. Yeah. Hang on. Wall of Ice is concentration as well, isn't it?
that's my point.
Look, I wasn't exactly prepared to have this encounter. It was meant to be
No,
done behind
I
the
get it.
scenes. Leave me the fuck. I had to do this entirely on the fly.
Even though you had the map.
It wasn't for that purpose.
It was in case I decided I wanted to go and kill her.
Pretty much. Like, I literally made it because you guys go there a lot.
Not anymore.
So leave me alone with the inconsistencies. I wasn't prepared. I didn't expect you to be there.
To be fair, Danny, like you say, you came from nowhere, and also you admitted that you made a mistake. We're all chill.
Yeah.
You're not kicking
It's fine.
us. Good, yeah.
Anyway.
For story's sake.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, Penelope is obviously being dealt with, as far as you guys are aware, although I'm now hearing the brewing of this mad conspiracy theory.
Danny, it wouldn't be as if it weren't the conspiracy.
No,
happening
no,
right
I
now.
appreciate it and I enjoy it. It's just stupid. It's like wow, that is like amazingly well thought out, but dumb at the same time. I love it. I love
Sorry.
it and hate it.
Party name idea? Cass's Conspiracists?
No,
Because we all... Alright.
Well, we could, but she's never around. So
Yeah, well, she got kidnapped, didn't
I
she?
mean, we may as
Oh,
well just call you guys X-Files at this point.
Hmm.
No,
Are there any,
like, party name.
Are there any like?
are there like any goggles that can detect invisibility?
There is such items that exist, but none that are on hand to take.
No.
Well, you can see of anyway.
So,
Yeah.
Invisibility.
there.
You can't.
but yeah, Penelope is out. You essentially you and the 12 other Penelopes are hunkered. No, 11 other are hunkered down and just kind
Yeah, I'll
of
just-
waiting.
I'll just detect cast the alarm spell, and then I'll just huddle into one room and just defend it the best I can.
so the alarm is cast over the entrance. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the entrance is initially sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Bar for Havilter.
It is. Well, that would be closed behind, essentially.
How are the Penelope supposed to get back?
That is a good point. Because none of them took a bowl with them.
So keep the door open.
Okay. I'll keep the door open. But yeah,
And to
the
concentrate the alarm spell
the
on
travel
that.
is tense given the information you guys have received. Or the defense and waiting in Penelope's story is even more so. Night will eventually bring you all to a rest, quote unquote. The two Penelopes that went with the main Penelope will return and explain that Brother Mateus was able to do something, and it seems like she's extremely weak, but she might just be okay. Boomer.
Yes. As long as she's stable, there's not any further danger.
She's going to be extremely weak for a while, he said, and she's to rest at the church, and they're going to look after and protect her. But she's breathing, which is she's a lot better than what she was doing earlier.
Yes. And God managed to get her revived in time.
I just can't believe they ended up. I can't believe they did this to her. Never thought in years they would hurt her.
What did she do for him?
From what we know, she stopped providing Sola with the raw materials that they were using and buying from her, and it pissed her off, and she's been back and forth arguing with her for weeks now on it.
So that was the figure that Penelope was originally pissed off of.
She wanted to keep it private, but yeah, when you were here the other week, that was who kept coming to try and convince Penelope to sell more of the crystals and other things that were needed. But Penelope refused and didn't want to.
Has she got currently any other crystals that many with spells in here?
We never did the experiments they were doing.
No, but did they have any crystals initially?
What, as in, did Penelope?
Yeah, any actual crystals, not obviously.
With spells, you just mean crystals in general?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got some. We always keep stock, but obviously we were told to not sell to Solar anymore.
Okay, do you have any bag of holdings currently free?
Yeah. We've got dozens.
Stuff all the crystals into the bag of holdings.
Right.
So they're out of sight for the time being.
We've got crates that we store things in that work similar. It's how we managed to have such a small area.
That's a good point. I forgot. You've got that little demi plane, obviously where the golem is currently.
The sphere, yeah, it's in one of the crates. We've kept it aside in case.
Can we currently slap all the crystals into there, just so they cannot get any more?
They can't get to them anyway. We've got them. They're away safe in storage containers. But
as long as they can't, as long as Celis can't get to him, that's fine. Take it. The golem's still safe.
Yeah, the golem is safe as far as they're explained.
Yeah, it's not woken up or anything, has it?
No, it's stayed as it is. But
Good.
And the travel continues for the people on the ship. Again, unless there's anything you wish to do, Boomer, and people on the ship, there is no significant events that occur. Penelope doesn't return to the tent, but as you were told, she's to remain in the church for a while to rest and recover, and for the final 2 days would do so. Yes?
Probably what I would do is, obviously, my little project of the material.
Mm-hmm.
Because thingy with the Penelope to try and see what type of weapon we could make out of it.
Okay.
Given my expertise in the materials that it is.
Make a intelligence check with advantage, because obviously you will have assists.
Yeah.
Okay. One option is use it into a flask where an ignition point would occur, which would cause a small explosion to, firstly, shards of glass and fire from the explosion. And if the inside of the flask is coated with the acid, you could then it would be a two-parter. It would like rend the flesh with the glass and the explosion, and then lace everything in a small vicinity with acid, although it'd be very, very small radius.
It's potentially like a little, I won't say flavour.
No, it'd be more like
Faith-
a very minor Molotov, but with acid. An acidic Molotov.
This is the firearm I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant the project you were
No,
given with the.
No, it's the firearm.
It's alright. I thought it was what you were given to do for your alkehests.
No,
So
I had an idea.
go on.
Yeah, definitely for that.
So go on. Explain what the thought process is that you'd bring to them.
Obviously, I'll show them the material that I was given.
Yeah.
What was it now? What's the possessions? Ignite, what's it called? Yeah, this Ignite, silver. Is it material?
The material you
Is
were
it
given from the deity.
Yes.
Right. It is, well, it's the obvious thing is, given your connections, it is possible if you could get your hands on a schematic, you could potentially make it into a pistol. Or a pepper box.
A box.
It's a variant of the pistol. I'll send you the file afterwards.
Yeah.
Six-shot version.
Yeah. It's difference between a one-shot flintlock revolver and a traditional
No.
revolver.
Well, I'd say the normal pistol does 4. This one does 6 and a little bit extra damage, I think.
Yeah. You haven't got enough to do anything bigger, but like a small firearm like that is possible, or potentially a short sword, dagger, something of that nature.
Yeah.
You don't have enough to do anything more.
No. Anything like say, a pistol, pepper shot would be enough.
If you could get your hands on a schematic, because Penelope doesn't have the knowledge or ability
No.
to make such a thing, and technically neither do you.
No, there's only one person. He can't get hold of him. Get him down
You
here.
have a sending stone to the boy.
Okay.
That's the best reinforcements he could have done. Could you just fire into anything and just tear open the boundaries and help, please?
Just,
I was thinking, when is he? If
just
if
ask
he'd
for a
have
gun
called, I'd have
schematic.
got to. Oh no, I was thinking during the fight. If he just calls for help, I
Oh,
can get teleported over. Or plane shift over, maybe.
just give him firing coordinates. Just
Okay, I'll get me sending stone out to Magoth.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get over to Bajor? I desperately need your help. I need schematics for one of the pistols. Either the
Yeah.
pepper box or a normal pistol.
Ah, a pepper box. Never really used one myself, but I think I've got a schematic for an idea I had. Whereabouts? I'll see if I can get there.
Boom would have one of the Penelopes. Is there anything else? Any items in the inventory that can cast sending?
We have sending stones, but the problem is they require you to give it to them first.
Yeah, like Boom was told the one we was just using.
Yeah.
Mago could probably just send a exploratory thing back. So
Yeah, since Boomer can't actually reply at the minute.
Not till tomorrow.
Could you just roll a quick d20, by the way, Boomer?
Good point.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh
you're in
shit,
time.
yeah.
Different plane. Thank you, Michael.
I'm remembering too late, but I'm remembering.
No, as long as it gets remembered, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay, then I'll use the only other standing stone on Evan.
Got it.
I'll roll that first. See
Yeah,
if it
because
goes
it
through.
has been another day since.
Yeah. Penelope is now stable. And she's safe. Be careful. Hang on. When entering Dunvast at night, there is sounds of singing. Come during day.
We'll be arriving during the day. I don't say that. I'm just.
You'd think
Like
it, yeah.
Okie dokie, 1 second.
Take a moment to form your reply.
Yep. But this is gonna have to be my last kind of reply, and then I'm gonna have to go. So.
Well, I was going to let you do this and then wrap the session anyway, my guy.
Okie dokie. Right. So the threat seems to be the threat at Dunvast is happening at night. We will arrive during the day. We'll let you know when we get there. You have seen Penelope, right? To check that she is safe.
And just as you guys are a day away from shore, with that reply sent, with no reply able to be sent back, we'll leave the session there. I know, I apologise, it was heavy on Boomer side for everyone.
That's fine.
It was just...
It was one hell of a fight.
It was unfortunate because obviously it was meant to be a case of it happens, yeah, but yeah, it's fine. But I hope everyone enjoyed it otherwise. I'm going to say, let's say goodbye to YouTube people, and then we'll get ready to raid out. So,
bye YouTube.
If you are watching on YouTube, say hi, and thank you everyone that's been watching and listening.
Say hi YouTube.
Like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh.